I can hear you now, but I still can't see you.
Can you hear my theme song?
No. What is your theme song?
Iron Lion Zion.
Okay, here we go.
Misks Mary sent $1 on Rumble. I started
Here we
liking your
go,
streams
folks.
again.
Thank you. She started liking my streams again.
Returning to the Killstream, your champion of Capua, Spartacus Adam King.
You screamed so loud it cut the audio, but I knew what you were saying. Also, somebody asked me this the other day. Yeah, it cut the audio. But why is your cap so much bigger?
Yo, what's up, Killstream? What's up, Ethan Ralph?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Of course.
So they asked me, and I said it's because you're a top J, but your cap is bigger than the kippa, yarmulke. I don't really know the difference, but like the cap that you wear on your head is bigger than
the yarmulke. Yeah, this has been a subject of internet conversation.
Yeah.
You know what they say about guys with big yarmulkes?
No, I haven't heard that, but like, is there a regulation to it, or is that like, does it mean something when it's?
No, I like to cover my whole head. Also, like when you wear the yarmulke, like if you do this and you wear like one of those short ones, it'll fly off, you know?
Yeah.
So I have a big head, and I have to make sure it fits.
Very cool. All right, I didn't know if there was some type of special deal there. All right, Adam King, welcome back to the Killstream.
What's up? Are you streaming to X?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna share it. Hold on, let me go on Awesome Jew.
Let
me go to Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph Productions.
That's right.
Live. Okay, live on Rumble. Is that it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Boom.
The Killstream live.
Open live video.
Yeah.
And post video. Live on the Kill Stream with at Ethan Ralph. Do you go to the Christian hell if you get shared positively by Awesome Jew? Is that like a thing?
I don't think so. I'd have to ask the Catholic priests around here, but I don't think
Ethan,
so.
what is your handle? Ethan what?
At the Ralph Retort.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Ralph Retort.
Yeah.
Tune in and ask questions. The audience is toxic as fuck.
Now wait.
Just kidding, you guys. Who here remembers the last time I was here with David Duke, huh? Let's have the audience. Let's hear some audience shout outs. Who was here with David Duke?
Well, I was here for one. Also, I'm tweeting it. Did you see this? Hold on. I want to start with this because this is the big news of the day so far, at least.
Feel free to take your gloves off. There are no rules on the Kill Stream.
True. That was pretty good. People in the chat are saying, I agree.
Take your gloves off if you come.
Randall says Dr. Duke has cancer. Yeah, I knew that. I think we talked about it when he was here.
Honestly, it's been a journey since David Duke. I mean, it's literally been one thing after another. And it all really kind of started with that debate. And it's just been like awesome for Awesome Jew. It's been awesome.
Now there is, okay, you've revealed that you run the Awesome Jew account since you've been on the show.
Yes, I have. That happened like 2 days after I utterly dismembered David Duke on camera for 3 hours in a 36-minute debate.
Well, that was, I don't take sides on who won because I was the moderator. But yeah, it was supposed to be 36 minutes and it ended up being 3 hours. I will mention that, which I was fine.
I enjoyed him. My favorite part was when he said, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah,
and to his defense, I did not clip that. But Big Tech did.
Big tech, my favorite. Now, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I'll bring up the Destiny stuff here in a minute, but the Awesome Jew account. So Lucas Gage said that you were bullshitting about that, but I don't think so. It seems like you do run it.
Lucas Gage. Well, I just shared it to the account live on screen. So,
yeah. What?
Did you see my Lucas Gage shirt
I did
on the
not.
Adam King shows? I got to show you this. I got to show you my Lucas Gage shirt. It is so funny. Hold on. Let me go to the Adam King Show store. Do you talk to that monkey?
I talked to him a long time ago, but no, I haven't talked to him anytime recently.
This is the Lucas Gage shirt that is available on the Adam King Show store. Oh, wait. Whoops.
What?
Oop, that's you. There we go. Is that it?
Yeah, but you have to move. Wait, hold on. I can move it up. It better be a large piece.
It better be a large pizza. Oh, God. We clown, dude. We clown.
Good old Lucas. Have you had any recent interactions with Lucas?
He tries to avoid me. He likes to just play this thing. Adam King is not awesome Jew. The detectives, folks. The detectives are they're on him. It's about to go down. It's like about to go down. The detectives. This shit has been going on for over a year. And my attorneys reached out to the police department. They didn't give one shit to call me back. Like, we're like, hey, it's me, Awesome Jew. Hello, it's me. I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be.
Oh, Adele.
But I love the Killstream. I feel like this is my home court advantage.
Let's see.
It's
Fly underscore Eli underscore sent $1 on Rumble. Mossad isn't sending their best. Rabbi Shmuley has more charisma than the stump door.
Now wait.
Yeah, your audience isn't sending their best. $1? I mean, you do live in Mexico, but what the fuck can $1 buy you?
Let's say you can do something.
How
with
far
that.
does $1 go in Mexico? Be honest.
Well, $1 is about 19 pesos. So you could buy a whole taco usually with that price, or
Tacos about 19 pesos?
yeah, depending on where you go. Maybe a little
That's
bit
not
more.
bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. About
That's
$1.
not bad at all.
I bought a brownie, a homemade brownie for $1 the other. Well, it was 20 pesos, so about $1 the other day.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. An American coffee shop, that's like $7.
Oh yeah, it was so good too. Holy shit! It was an offshoot of the tamale cart that was there by the store, and so they had this.
Also in Mexico, you guys don't have like those GMO. Everything is clean.
Yeah, the food supply is better here. I try to tell people that, but they don't believe me.
Yo, you look great, man. What are you doing? Like, you get your health on? What's going on?
Well, I'm fucking a 19-year-old, so that's kind of helped me, I think.
God, you guys, so dangerous.
She's 19. What do you mean? I mean,
Did you check her ID?
I did actually, yes.
Good.
Destiny did not check.
Because I would cut you out if she was 17 years old, 364 days. I'd cut you out.
You sick fuck!
I'd cut you out, dude. I'd be like, Ethan who?
I would imagine. Okay, you're leading into the topic here, by the way. Destiny was revealed overnight.
I don't pay attention to Destiny.
Well, I'm about to tell you. Hold on, wait. Let me tell you. Destiny was revealed overnight to have sent pornographic videos to a 17-year-old.
That I saw.
17.4 years old.
A girl.
Yeah, it was a girl. That's true. Yeah. Although one of the videos was of him choking down a dong. So.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was my thought as well.
Disgusting.
But, yeah. So.
What a weird situation with his son, right?
Yes, very. All right, Eli.
Fly underscore Eli underscore sent $1 on Rumble. 19 is super old for most Jews.
This goy is so broke. This goy belongs on Brokeback Mountain. This fucking $1. You want to talk shit? $5 minimum to talk shit. Or else you can listen for $1.
Now, what are your thoughts on Destiny, his scandal? And I guess you wanted to talk about his son too, if you want to finish.
I don't really know. He talks too fast for me. I really have a hard time paying attention to anything he says, but I do think that him and Nick maybe sucked on each other's bobs on that after that podcast where they were telling each other how cute they were. And maybe that's why Destiny's son became a groiper.
I don't think so. But
I thought it was very weird. I mean, like, if you're going to rebel against your father, if you're going to become a groiper to rebel against your father, then it's a little sus. Something's going on in the Destiny household. That's for sure.
Well, that's a great way to rebel against him, though, right?
I thought it was weird because the whole thing, like, with Nick and Destiny, and I just thought it was weird. The whole thing is weird. That whole ecosystem is so
Here you go,
weird
greedy
to
Jew
me.
boy.
He sent 5.
5 is good. What did he say?
He said, "Here you go, greedy Jew boy." That's what he said. I mean,
You
it goes
think
to me.
I'm getting the money? This is goy on goy crime.
Hey, it actually goes to me, full disclosure. But thank you for
$1 is goy on goy crime. Come on. Why does the Jew have to point out goy on goy crime?
Maybe you
It's
would
an
have thought
epidemic.
I was giving him a cut, but no, actually, no. I'm just saying, if you're going to rebel against Destiny, a good way, especially, we could talk about it if you want, but he's kind of went all in on Israel defense and stuff like that too. And so you have his son out there.
I mean,
talking about
rightfully
Holocaust
so.
numbers.
There's no place in the Middle East for a gay person to live without being killed, so.
That's true.
Not that I support homosexuality or anything, but I also don't support killing the gays,
Well, Israel doesn't kill them, but they don't let them get married. And what is the other?
Thank God there's still that.
Yeah, they do stop them.
They do. The one day of the year that Jews, Christians, and Muslims, the ultra-Orthodox, are ultimately united is when the gays march on Jerusalem in their stupid parade once a year.
Well, I've heard that Tel Aviv is the gay capital of the world. Is that true? Or
You got Rabbi Shmuley on?
no, I want to.
This guy, Cass001, I can't believe Ralph got Rabbi Shmuley on. You know what I can't believe? That Tyson Hockley got Rabbi Shmuley to agree to debate
either.
Gary the Numbers guy with him as moderator.
I saw that. Is Gary the Numbers guy is Jewish too, right?
Ish, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched it and I was like, is he Jewish or not? That's what I was told.
I don't know. He talks about he's like an astrology girl sometimes. He's like,
Yeah, I don't know. I watched some of that.
I don't know if he's Jewish. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't.
I thought
Maybe
so,
he
but
is.
he might not.
I think he is.
That's
Maybe
what I
he isn't.
thought.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But
He's certainly not proud to be.
no, yeah, I was gonna say he didn't sound Jewish to me when I was listening with some of the talking points.
I mean,
but
he's running Myron Gaines, folks.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe he's about making money. I don't know. But regardless, he kind of took some of Shmuley's tactics. Shmuley, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched like the first half of it here on air. And Shmuley seemed discombobulated because that guy was yelling at him and cutting him off like Shmuley usually does.
I wouldn't tolerate that. I would just walk away at this point.
Shmuley's
Tyson wants me to debate him.
Shmuley?
Fly_Eli_
No,
sent
I would-
$1 on
They
Rumble.
want me to debate.
Israelis' asses are more destroyed than the Gaza Strip.
God, Fly Ellie, you broke goy.
Well, he
Get
just
a
said-
job.
Thank you for
How
that,
much of
but-
your mother's allowance are you spending on these stupid, not funny comments? Go watch some Richard Pryor.
Richard
Go
Pryor's
get a
great.
job and learn how to tell a joke.
You like Richard
Fucking
Pryor?
clown. Do I like Richard Pryor?
Yeah.
Vigga, please. Yeah,
Mudbone?
I love Richard Pryor. I love all those guys, man. Even that old school Bill Cosby before I realized he was a pedophile. Even Robin Williams before I knew he was going to commit suicide. I loved all that genre. That was how I grew up, man. There was nothing more funny on earth than Eddie Murphy's Delirious.
Delirious, Raw.
Delirious had to be the funniest stand-up comedy that possibly has ever existed.
Delirious is where he wears the blue suit, and in Raw he wears the red one.
No. Delirious, he wears the red,
Am I
and Raw, he wears the blue.
I have to double check.
Yeah, because I remember that famous scene where he's like remembering when Mr. T was a faggot.
Yeah, you're right. God, how did I fuck that up?
Yeah,
you're
when
right.
it comes to culture.
Well, I've seen it 100 times, but it's been a long time.
Robin
Damn it.
Williams wasn't funny? Shut the fuck up. This guy. Listen, keep donating $1. You're about to be broke in about 3 more comments. Robin Williams was so funny. His Joe Biden skit, I still laugh at that shit.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's so funny. It's on YouTube if you want to pull it up.
Okay. I'll look for it.
It's really funny. You could do Robin Williams, Joe Biden.
Delirious is red, Raw was purple. Yeah, okay. I guess it's technically purple. Whatever. Okay, I'm sorry I even brought it up. Now I need to go watch those again. Robin Williams, Joe Biden. Robin Williams was coked out a lot of the time too.
I don't think he killed himself, by the way.
Who did it?
I think he was, I don't know. I'd like to think he was in on that.
Fly underscore Eli underscore sent $1
that's kinda
on
funny,
Rumble.
actually.
Robin Williams is alive and playing the role of Melinda Gates.
That's kind of fun.
Fly Ellie.
It's Eli, isn't it?
The fuck is my turkey doing?
Are you cooking a turkey?
No, I'm like a farmer. You want to see?
Yeah.
Check this out. My turkey's doing like a Native American dance right now. It's really funny. I love these turkeys. Hold on.
You're raising turkeys?
Yeah, that's Mintaka.
What the?
He comes to my window whenever I do my show.
Hold on, we can't see him. Turn a little bit. Yeah, there we go. We can kind of see him now. Yeah. Wow. Now you're gonna eat him.
Well, the goal was to the goal is to breed them and be completely off meat and store-bought meat and stuff. You should have seen it. It was really funny what he was doing. They're like so ugly that they're cute. You know what I mean? Like, I fucking love those
They're
birds.
delicious too.
Very delicious. Their eggs are not so good though. Got to be honest.
I've never had turkey eggs. I don't think that would be.
I'll mail you some. It's not worth it.
Well, I don't want them if they're gonna suck. Here, hold on. Let me see. I guess we'll play that now since you brought it up. I'm trying to find it. You've discombobulated me. I had a bunch of things I was gonna ask you. No. Okay.
We were
still have
on the last place that we left off was Lucas Gage.
Yeah.
You know, when I can't, here's what I think is the funniest thing. Candace Owens would speak about Awesome Jew every day. We all remember, right? Let us not forget.
Yes.
She went on Pierce Morgan. These people made me. You realize that? And then I came out and everybody knew who I was because of the whole, you know, association of banned video and everything. And the Nick Fuentes and the Stu Peters and all the debates that we had. And not one time after that did she mention Awesome Jew. Not one time. And then Lucas Gage picks up like his holy sword of destiny and he's going to go prove to the world that Adam King is not the troll that is trolling him in his sleep that keeps him up at night. You know, the craziest thing is he sent 22 subpoena. He tried to subpoena 22 accounts. We have the information because X contacts us every time they get a subpoena.
I had that happen to me too. Not
he
over
sent,
this, something else. Yeah.
I don't know how he's got subpoena. The Lucas Gage thing is really sus because I don't know how he's got subpoena power, especially a year into it. But the fact that he goes online, talks about killing Jews all the time, talks about me nonstop, and then like I'm like begging, I'm like even now, like please have the detectives call me back. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Prove that this is real. Lucas Gage is Juicy Smollett. Lucas Gage is so fake. He subpoenaed 22 accounts in suspicion of doxing him when he doxes himself all the time on air. But he says it was me. He knows it was me. But why the 22 accounts? Why the endless subpoena? Where is he getting the subpoena?
Well, that's what I was going to
from?
ask. How did he get it subpoenaed in the first place?
But I kind of think it's like dead, and that's why he's pivoting to Stu Peters with like he's taking the same veracity that he's had. And
how much J-proof are you holding?
I'm holding, dude. I own the bank. What are you talking about?
Diamond hands.
Diamond hands, bro. Diamond hands.
I didn't buy any J-proof, but I saw some stories.
No, who the fuck would buy J-proof? Who did not see that coming was Stu Methhead Peters. Come on.
Some people said they dropped like 50 grand in a J-proof. I'm like, okay.
Oh my.
Why would you ever do that?
Why would you ever listen to a media person that did something like that?
I don't get it. I feel bad for people who lost their hat on that, but like I just I don't know
Yo,
why
would
you'd
you
ever do.
like ever let Stu Peters
No.
borrow your car? Like, come on. Stu's like, I gotta go run to the liquor store and get a 6-pack. Can I borrow your car? No, you can't borrow my car. Please, I have good insurance. Fuck no, you can't borrow my car. But here's $50,000 for an invisible meme token that we know you're gonna Jew-proof the world with.
He
Oh my
scammed.
God.
I looked into this after all the stuff broke. Here, hold on, I'll let this go and then I'll.
Anonymous sent $3. Do you think Mark Levin having daily breakdowns about anti-Semitism and begging America to get involved in Israel's war is good for the tribe?
All right, I'll let these go. You know what? I'll let you answer that.
Fly
first,
underscore Eli underscore
Alright,
sent
Fly
$1
Eli is
on Rumble.
a great fan of
No
yours.
one believes a word from you. You've been a proven liar for a while, especially after the Dan Bilzerian debate. You really make a living getting wrecked in debates?
All right, now hold on.
At least I make a living, you broke fuck. Put up more than $1 if you're gonna talk shit. And
Now-
interrupt the prince's voice.
Now,
You,
what?
s- you scum goy. That's what you are. You're a goy ruck. You're a goy muckraker. What is it? A guck raker. You're a guck raker.
Me?
No, that Fly Ellie lame ass. Like, listen, I show up here in good faith. I don't get offended. I'm not triggered. I'm triggered that you think it's worth $1 to even speak to me. It's offensive because I'm all the way up here and you're all the way down here in the totem pole of life. And you have precious time with me, and the one word you want to say is $1, and you want to engage up here with $1. I mean, kick Ethan some bones for pulling the weight of the talent of the internet here. Like, it's insulting to Ethan. I'm upset for Ethan. And you're going to say something stupid and make him look bad for $1. Like, come on.
Well, he
Grow the
did send
fuck up.
5 that one time. Anyway, hold on. We'll go back to J-Proof in a second.
What was the first comment? That was actually something of substance, right? He sent $3.
Do you think Mark Levin having daily breakdowns
Oh,
about
good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good for America because it proves out the free speech thing. Like, we all have an ability to say what we want. I also think that, like, American Jews, like, it's not a foreign contribution to being supportive of Israel. There's plenty of American Jews who don't support Israel. So if an American Jew supports Israel, like, the idea that people have that this is somehow treason. Like, my family's been in America for 7 generations, and these fucking immigrants from, like, Germany after World War II, like, tell me in my DMs, I'm an American, you need to be deported. I'm like, bitch, you just got here. You're like a Pakistani to me. Like, what? You're like a Pakistani immigrant compared to my ancient Jewish American bloodline. 7 generations American Jews, like one of the really old Jewish families here. We're here. We're Americans. If we want to support Israel, it's what we do. It's the same way that we support other countries, you know. But yeah, AIPAC is not foreign money. It's just not.
I mean, there is foreign money coming in, though.
It's the same thing as if, like, the black people in America created a PAC and said it was like American Blacks for Africa, and it just lobbied Congress to have strong relationships with Africa. And they poured a ton of money into it. That's not African money. That's American money with vested interest. Or if Irish Americans wanted to create an Irish American PAC and hope that America would have good relations with Ireland. That's what all of our immigrants should do. If you're white and you bitch all day on the internet that, like, white genocide and all these made up fucking things, but you don't know what country in Europe you come from, and if you do, then, like, let's say you come from France or Germany or my favorite, the Vikings, any of the Viking nations, you should have a Viking pack. Go make a Viking pack and stop complaining. Like, grow the fuck up. You know who's running the Viking pack? Fly Ellie with his $1. That's who's running the white pack in America. Go make a pack. It's that simple. Support the country you come from. You know, it's like what did you bring to America?
Now, what about the heifer? What about the heifer pack?
Yo, straight up heifer pack. I'm heifer packing it. You want me to get the ashes?
Yeah.
You want to see him?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Powerchat.live/the Ralph Retort, Rumble Rants, $ Sunset Squad on Cash App. Are we gonna smoke heifer pack here live on the Killstream? I don't have it with me, obviously, so I can't actually partake. I see chat is fired up. Fired up, ready to go. Hit like. Likes are free. Oh, what? Are they selling?
Stu Peters, I own you.
Fly_Eli_ sent $1 on Rumble. A Jew saying white genocide fake is rich after they've been crying about the hollow hoax for decades.
Are they actually? Is that a red heifer plushie?
I got this at the state fair. How cool is this?
That's pretty cool, actually.
This was my consolation prize. No joke. My consolation prize. You know, like the state county fair is
Stolen
like
Hellcat
games.
sent $1
They're a
on
hoax,
Rumble.
dude.
Go
They're
be
like a
Jewish
straight up
somewhere
hoax.
else.
Go get invited on a talk show, you
No.
fucking.
No, wait. The state fair, the games, yeah, they're crooked, man.
They're all crooked, dude. You can't
Yeah.
win shit. It's all fake. It's just a bunch
It's like
of clowns.
optical illusions and slants.
But they
and
have
shit
these
where-
consolation prizes. This was literally right before I flew out to go do that thing. This was the consolation prize the universe gave me.
Now, first off, tell us. We watched the clip from Tim Pool, but tell us about the red heifer. What is its significance? Are you gonna demolish the Al-Aqsa Mosque now and build a third temple?
First of all, before I get into my plans about the future, I just want to say, Ethan, you're in media. How cool was it that Tim Pool was sick and I still went this viral? And like, I mean, like, I dominated Timcast without Tim there. Like,
I did
Yep.
see it go viral. You told me it was going to, and it absolutely did. I still see tweets about it a week later.
people are sending me. It's like the first time I've ever been allowed on YouTube. It's been amazing. Like I'm not allowed to like post anything to YouTube. We're working on that, and if it gets any harder, I'm gonna have to send in my attorneys. But as per the instructions of my amazing producer, I have become a lot more like harsh and like threatening with like companies that have censored me, and it's working. So hopefully I'll have some announcements soon that maybe I was let back onto YouTube. But I'm like super, all these people in my life that are like, had like never watched an episode of my show, but they've known me since I was forever. Like, you're on YouTube. Where'd you come from? What's going on here? So it's just huge. By the views that I've counted myself based on links and stuff that people have sent me, we're over 15 million views.
Well, I saw one with thousands of likes and retweets the other day. So, and that, matter of fact, I saw one. That's where I got the thumbnail with you holding one of them, at least, with you holding the heifer pack. And so that's,
I know that's like literally one of the most glorious photographs in the entire world. That my grandchildren will be immortalizing that when I'm.
Oh, is that the pack? So what? What?
Yo, you got that red heifer? Yo, man, you got that red heifer? I got that red heifer.
What does it do exactly?
Gets you high, bro. High on God. So high on God, you can touch the throne. Keeps him glorious. Basically, it removes the impediment of death. You know, I got Tim this book as a gift. I really wanted him not to be sick. It was really a shame. They're going to have me back, so I ended up like
Anonymous sent $3. Gavin Newsom is going to send you back.
not giving him the gift yet because I want to give it to him.
Yeah, you want to give
by
it to
the
him in
Aryan
person.
King.
I'll read that to him here in a minute. But yeah, I could see keeping it until you actually give it to him.
So I got him this book. I got him a copy of this book. It's like a rare book on. It's called The Wondrous Healings of the Wise
Fly_Eli_ sent
Kabbalists.
$1 on Rumble. Bro out here cringe farming.
Go ahead. The wondrous healings of the wise Kabbalah.
Kabbalists.
Yeah, but he's a Kabbalah
Yeah, like me,
practitioner.
like Kabbalists.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this book you can only get used. They don't make them anymore. So if somebody's willing to sell their copies, you'd get a deal if you got it for $50 or less. I mean, but I was able to find a copy for Tim because I want to show like the history of Jewish healing, you know, like Talmudic healing. Because in the Talmud, there's like a lot of cures for things, like spread throughout the entire Talmud. Like there's so many different books. Like it'll take a whole shelf. Like if you have a bookshelf with like 5 different levels, it'll take all the shelves to put the Talmud and all the commentaries on them. So, but like, for instance, I just opened it up. Like for example, like I just opened it up to a random page, and this one is about like the citron and its seeds. I want to try to find one where it talks about there's like this whole ancient medicinal like treatment where they'll take like the ashes of specific animals, because like I don't know what the science is between the red heifer. Truth is, I got these ashes. I could very well send them to a lab and study them and really understand the science behind it, because that's never been done in the history of creation. In fact, I think that's a really good idea. And as I'm like speaking it out loud and the edibles kicking in, I'm like, hey, that, you know, since I got the ashes, I might as well just, you know, send it to the lab and see what the carbon looks like under a microscope compared to other ashes. You know, like there should be there's physical difference in the appearance of the red heifer, you know, so there should also be like, I don't know, God willing, something inside. But in this book, which I've like really gone through and through, I'll give you an example. For instance, in one of the cures that's in the Talmud, that if somebody goes blind in the course of their life, not if they're born blind, but if they go blind, you take the ashes of 4 black scorpions. I forget the serum that you mix it in. It might be white wine. It might just be water, but it's in this book. I could try to find it. Oh, here it is. 4 black scorpions, and you put it in water and you paint it on the eyes, and it's in the Talmud, you know. And it like there's a famous story here on that they post in the article of a newspaper article right here. This one is a newspaper article, and it reads, Jeanette of Ashkelon read about herself in the Ma'ariv newspaper about the return of her eyesight. Hundreds of people are calling her, wanting to see the miracle. I can read slowly, she says. I've not been able to read for 9 years. This is just, you know, a first-hand case that was reported where they actually took, the ashes of black scorpions and did this Talmud medicine and gave sight back to the blind. So later on, it goes on, you know, because like here's the actual Talmud scripture where it's quoted and referenced. And then above it over here, they list this abstract from a zoologist 1978 journal about blindness and black scorpion ash. And other people in other cultures use the same type of mechanism. So it's not like exclusively Jewish to take some sort of animal or plant, burn it down to an ash, and use that pure carbonated material in some sort of medicine. You know, that's like ancient shamanistic medicine, right? So all the more so. Here, there's other things. Like, for example, like there's one remedy in the Talmud that I can recall by heart about like demons, people who have the ability to see demons because it haunts them. Like they get haunted by it. And like it like can drive somebody mad and ruin their life. Imagine seeing demons. I mean, the Wednesday Adam vibes are not for everybody.
There's a theory that schizophrenia is actually like the ability to see
Fly
demons.
_Eli_ sent $1 on Rumble. The Talmud is basically a list of loopholes to do evil kinky shit cause Jews are perverted.
Oh
weirdos.
yeah? You know what the Talmud is? Teach me what the Talmud is. What does the Talmud say about Gentiles? I don't know. Can you tell me what the Talmud says about Gentiles?
The Brass Ninja sent $5 on Rumble. I want a third
Yeah.
temple to be built only so Christ can come back and start flipping tables in there again.
That would make you wet, wouldn't it, Christian? Anyways, back to the actual knowledge. So here with the red heifer, I have the actual hyssop that was used, because the recipe calls for hyssop, then the ashes of the red heifer, and the ashes, they have to be like the ashes have to be like of a pure red heifer with no blemish, and ours was. There's all these laws. The Rambam lists all these laws about the red heifer, and like if one of them is off, it's disqualified. And there's so many laws, and this one passed every single law. And immediately after I revealed the news that it was a real one, the Israeli groups that kind of like, there's like all these groups that like contest for who's really going to lead the third temple. It's me, folks. It's just me. But when it comes to getting things in the third temple done, there's all these groups, and they, you know, they run around and all try to get things done, and they kind of end up competing with each other in a certain way. You know, like there's a lot of people who wanted to do the red heifer. So we said it was a practice run. There is a real video of the real practice run, which was done with an all-white heifer. And that was the practice run. And that video has not been released. I'm begging for it to be released. It'd be cool if the whole internet begged for it. All that Jew hate energy from the anti-Semites. If you guys could clip this and ask for the release of the white heifer practice tape, and you'll see that what I'm saying is true, that this was the real red heifer. So these people from the Temple Institute and other organizations, they kind of want to say that it wasn't, because the Rambam says that it has to be the Rambam says that it has to be done in the line of the Mishkan. So obviously the first one was done by Moses in the desert of Sinai.
Fly
Oh
underscore
my
Eli
God. Don't
underscore sent
interrupt this.
$1
Turn
on
them
Rumble.
off.
Did a
They
rabbi
lost
suck on your ween
privileges. I'm
after
sorry.
circumcision?
How
If
about
so,
this?
did
How
you
about
get
this?
herpes?
I'm going to donate $50 to shut all you poor motherfuckers up. Ethan, please turn off the comments and punish these immature bitches for at least 15 minutes so we can get something done.
I'll turn it off for a few minutes so you can finish your
15 minutes.
Okay.
And Ellie, man, what an embarrassing fucking child you are. Geez, man.
No,
If you're an
they're gonna
adult, it's
swarm
even
it.
more
The Grass
pathetic.
Ninja sent $1 on Rumble. This guy is part of the synagogue of Satan.
Okay.
So come to church, bitch. So
All right.
sick of these people. I'm your satanic boogeyman. As I sit here and talk about God, I have like stacks of books, Bible books. How many of you Church of Satan people have all these Hebrew books? Can you even read them? Can you read these books, you Church of Satan people? These are all Hebrew books.
Let me see if that actually, I don't know if that turned it off.
Can any of you
Okay,
read Hebrew? But you want to call me the Church of Satan? Stupid assholes. Really stupid assholes.
All right.
Immature goyim. Immature goyim. And you will be deleted. You will not make the cut. Totally will not make the cut. Losers. You lost the human game. Anyways, back to real stuff. So there's ways to cure people from all sorts of diseases, and like big pharma doesn't want us to like have cures. They want us to have like endless synthetic treatments that, you know, last, you know, and for till people die. So the ultimate Jewish medicine is the ashes of the red heifer, because all sickness leads to death, but it doesn't have to. So what ends up happening, the Jewish religion believes that death is contagious. I think all science would even agree, like if you think about a virus or something and think of it in that lens, that the concept of death itself is contagious. And death is like really like it transfers through a human being carries a specific vibrational frequency that an animal does not have. Certain animals have higher vibrational frequencies than others. Therefore, some are okay to eat. And some, if they die, they also contain this spiritual impurity of death. But the spiritual impurity of death lingers around more than anything in a human being. And if a human touches another dead human being, it instantly transfers onto them. And there's no way to get around it. And if they walk through a cemetery, they get it. If a person is walking through the street and nobody knows that a body's buried under that street, and they stand on the street, not knowing that underneath the street a body's buried, that'll disqualify a priest for temple service. So because that's the transference of that vibrational energy. It's like a science. So in the ancient world, God revealed like all these secrets to the Jews, mainly about how to begin our reparation of the sin of the Garden of Eden so we could fix what led to death and we can end up living forever. And this is the main religion of Judaism, is how to repair our relationship to God and to ourselves and to fix what took place in the Garden of Eden and evolve to really becoming more like God's spouse as opposed to God's servant. You know, we're like God's partner through and through. He created us separate from everything in creation, including the aliens. The Torah is very clear that there are consciousnesses higher than humans, but they were never given the same level of free will as humans. And because of that, a dead human carries this like magnificent, it's the vibration of a vacated space. That's what death is on the body. The vibration of a vacated space, like the echoes of the memories of a life that was lived, choices that were made, choices that were really serious, deep concepts. So what the ashes of the red heifer does is that transference of energy that you could get just by touching. It is the only way to get that off of you and wash it off. And if you don't wash it off, it gets into your brain. It causes patterns. It causes addictions. It causes mental confusion because your sight and perception is shrouded by the magnitude of the frequency of the death that you touched or the dead body that you came into contact with. So that's what the red heifer's for. And it's in the book of Numbers, in the first 5 books of the Bible. Anyone who says that the red heifer's some anti-Christ, anti-God, satanic thing, like if they believe in Jesus, just saying, like these 5 books are perfect books in your own lexicon. Somebody doing something that is written in the beginning books. It's not even in like the prophet. I mean, it comes up again in the prophets and other places. There were four red heifers from Moses to the destruction of the first temple. There were 5 red heifers between the destruction of the rebuilding of the second temple to the destruction of the second temple. And this right here is the 10th that ever happened in humanity. It's pretty significant. And the LARPing is incredulous. And it's just like so anti-Bible. And that should be the divide as to like who really believes in the Bible and who just hates Jews. Because, you know, I love Owen Schroyer, and he made this post today about like he wakes up every morning and how does it feel to the Israel crowd that, you know, that you lose every day. And I said to him on the post, I was like, that makes no sense to me because I wake up and I go on X and I see the exact opposite. I see all the Nazis fighting with each other, them saying the stupidest stuff like this synagogue of Satan, red heifer, satanic stuff, Simon of Trent nonstop, the Jews in Toledo. Like, what the fuck? Like, these people think Jews are never going to let go of the Holocaust. They're holding on to stuff that's like 600-700 years, 2,000 years old when it comes to the killing of Jesus. But is Jesus alive or is he dead? Because if he's alive, then why are you busting that he was killed by the Jews if he's alive? You know, so it's like, what the fuck, man? It's all so ignorant and weird and stupid. But when the red heifer starts going around and people start getting doused, they're going to, because you don't need to be immersed in it, like to get rid of other impurities. You just need some sprinkles on your skin. That's it. Just a couple sprinkles on your skin and it like completely purifies the body. It's like some Avatar moment where it's like the end of the final boss, you know, and like all of a sudden, like the whole world wakes up at once.
Now let me ask you. And
I'll douse you. Would you take it? Just say yes, and we'll figure it out privately. Don't let the audience speculate.
I would want to research it a little bit.
You know what? How about this? Invite me over to Mexico. You won't even know. I'll just get your ass, dude. I'm gonna red heifer your ass, bro. I'm gonna be like, no. Even if this guy's stuck, I'm taking him with me. You'll cross over into the next world, and you'll be like, thank God, I knew, Adam. You saved me, Adam. You pulled me out of hell, the goyish hell, Adam. I got you, Ethan.
Well,
don't worry.
Thank you for that. Also, there are some super chats stacked up. I saw a $10 one came in right before I turned it
Yeah, you
on,
could bring it back. I'm glad we got that out.
Yeah,
that's what the red heifer is.
I
want to share, you know?
That's why I wanted to.
I will make them to
turn
come
it
and
for a
worship
second,
before thy feet, and to know that
because
I have loved
I
thee.
know some people were kind of mad at me when I turned it off, but I wanted to let him get the story out, so that's why.
Lucas Harder was saying something.
Yeah, I see that. I'm gonna go.
Lucas Harder.
Hard R, actually, I believe.
Lucas Harder.
Before I have an ad read here. Hold on 1 second. I'll do this ad read. This is kind of a high dollar one. Holy shit. Thank you, Rumble. All right, 1 second. I'm going to mute you just for a second so I can do this. I should turn these off for a second. Wow, they gave me an NFL ad read. I better turn the chat off for a second, too. There's no way they'll actually approve this. I don't know. We'll see. Please stick directly. Okay. Let's see here. Set your clocks, mark your calendars, and buckle up for the best NFL primetime football action. Starting September 4th on Westwood One, you can catch all the bone-crushing hits, last-second heroics, and edge-of-your-seat action that NFL Thursday, Sunday, and Monday nights have to offer. Whether you're tailgating, driving, or chilling at home, don't miss a single snap. Listen on the NFL app, the Westwood One Sports app at westwoodonesports.com. Or just say, Alexa, open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. All right, we'll see. Now, let me turn you back on, and then we'll go through the super chats.
I bet somebody will pick that up just because I'm on it.
Okay, now let me try to turn that back on. All right, now they should play now. All right, let me go through. We'll see if they actually approve that or not. Now, I still had fun reading it regardless. Okay, so this one came in right before I turned it off.
Anonymous sent $10. You fear the white Savoy,
I'm so
Gavin
glad he brought
Newsom.
this up.
It's going to be another Holocaust, except this time it's going to be the real
I have to
deal.
disavow that. But what do you think about Gavin Newsom?
I think that, like, Ethan,
Yes.
you're either a trendy faggot or you're a free thinker. That's really what it's about. The Kamala Harris has Riz. Hold on, let me try to pretend like I was Nick in that video. Kamala's got Riz. Do you remember that? That's how he did it. Kamala's got Riz. They are like a death cult. They are attracted to that which is the quickest way to burn everything down. They hate life. They hate themselves. Candace is probably doing all this because she hates the fact that she traded her American citizenship to be a subject of the British Crown, the wife of Lord Farmer. I mean, like there's something in them. They all hate themselves so much. God will grant you forgiveness, people. But you need to repent and you need to let go of the Jew hate because it's fake and gay. Very fake and gay. And there's like real things happening. Like I just shake people, Ethan, all the time. I'm like, do we care about purple-haired trannies or not? Because that's coming from DEI money into the universities. There's no other place greater than DEI in the universities where all the purple-head tranny stuff comes from. And where does that come from? $254 billion in grants from Qatar. And people, and this is like
Wait,
Qatar, like
hold
Muslim
on.
extremist Qatar.
Go
They
ahead.
want to like LARP on Israel, blame everything on Israel to the exclusion of everybody else. And it's like, it's the most ignorant thing, even pivoting further away from the threat of Qatar. The threat of China is so real. And we all talk about it all the time. We all pay attention to all sorts of things. South China Sea, the rising of China's militarism, the taking of Taiwan, all this stuff, like not important to people. And also like China buying up large tracts of American farmland, planting all sorts of GMO seeds that like pollinate American soil, Chinese weather balloons, like China owning the university admission system so that white Americans get like no admissions and Chinese Americans are at like all the best schools. Chinese foreigners are at like all the best schools in like all the classes are filled with like people from China at like UCLA, USC, Stanford, Harvard. It's all filled with like Chinese students. We're like educating the world, not our own. And like, that's not Israel, that's China. So like, why can't China be China, Israel be Israel?
Nah. All right, look.
Fly_Eli
we haven't got an
sent
order,
$1
but-
on Rumble. Under the Noahide laws, Jews will kill or commanded to behead Christians that worship Jesus and label it as idolatry. This is why Jews prefer Muslims and pagans to Christians.
I'm not super familiar with. I know of the Noahide laws.
The guy, I will teach you the Noahide laws. They're the best laws in the world. Just got to know what he's talking about. Thank you, Ellie. Let's pivot to the Noahide laws for this loser faggot who just can't stop talking about things for $1. Now the subject is me teaching Ralph about the 7 Noahide laws.
Okay.
Subject change.
We still have
Way
some
to
super
go.
chats. I'll go through them all.
The Grass Ninja sent $2 on
alright.
Rumble. Your tricks have no power here, Hebrew. We can see that you're deflecting.
All right, tell me the Noahide laws. I actually don't know. I know of them. I just
You
don't
can't
know.
do idolatry, avodah zarah. Avodah zarah includes like all sorts of like really horrible things like witchcraft and also it's very complex. It's not just idolatry, it's expansive. Then also Birkat Hashem, you have to bless God's name. You have to learn how to be a part of God's life.
So that's
To
2.
bless his name. That's number 2.
All right.
First one is something you don't do, idolatry.
Yeah.
The second one is something you do. You bless God. You say, thank you, God. Something good happens to you, thank you, God. You get a touchdown in the NFL, thank you, God.
I
You know
can't
what I'm
work that
saying?
in.
It's like, that is a big deal. It's a big deal. And there's a way to learn about it so that you can learn more ways to be grateful for God, which means that you'll be able to see God more in your
If
life.
you get to watch the NFL on Westwood One, you say thank you, God, for that. Thank you, God, for that ad read. Now, what about the third one?
Shvichut damim, you're not allowed to do premeditated murder.
All right, that makes sense.
Now, there's entire categories in these sets of laws that have to do with warfare or national defense. There's a difference between war and there's a difference between murder and, like homicide, for example. You know what I mean? So these are all the laws of murder. What constitutes it, what doesn't constitute it, what's allowed, what's not allowed. And murder is not allowed. But war is, sometimes you got to fight a war. King Solomon says there is a time for peace, there is a time for war. Anyways,
Part 4.
number 4, gilu arayot, sexually transgressions. You can't be a faggot. Can't be gay. Gilu arayot, I think it's more lenient for the Gentiles than it is for the Jews. Jews certainly cannot be gay. But Gentiles, I think you shouldn't be gay. Gilu arayot is all sorts of sexual transgressions. Don't be gay.
All right.
End of story.
Number 5.
Theft, gezel. You're not allowed to steal, and all the laws of stealing, including white-collar crime, stealing from the public trust, all sorts of things.
All right,
Number 6, dinim. You're required to erect a civil court structure and judges that are just. And they have to be tried that they're just and fair so that people could get judgments in financial disputes, criminal wrongdoings, vindications, etc.
All right, 7.
7 is what I think is really like the beginning of the Kabbalah of the Noahide laws. It's called Ever Minahai. You're not allowed to eat the limb torn from a living animal. For example, you can't take a cow, cut off its leg, eat the cow while the cow's still alive, while limping around on 3 legs. But really, this opens the 7th law is the law of morality. And Ever Minahai is really the laws of morality, embedded in food morality. All right, what does this guy want to say?
Now, hold on. Let me go in order here.
That cost $1, folks. You had to listen to that for $1. I'm so grateful that I got the opportunity for $1.
Right.
And Ethan is going to become a Noahide. Watch, guys. On his own show, at some point in the future, I'm predicting it like Third Temple prophecy, Ethan will become a Noahide. He'll follow this book. His life will be straight. He'll make a lot of money. He'll visit Jerusalem. You'll see him on TV in Jerusalem. I'm going to take this one from you guys, and it's not going to cost me $1 either.
All right, now
love you.
Let me play this one.
Hello, Mom? Yeah.
Lucas
I got
Harder
him.
sent $10 on Rumble. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
All right, hold on. It played twice.
Let's pull it up.
Lucas
Let's
Harder
pull it
sent
up.
Hold on.
Let's
$10
pull
on
it up.
Rumble.
Let me
Behold, I will make them
Mute
of the
that one.
synagogue of
go ahead. Yeah.
Give it to him because it's $10.
Play it again since it's 10. That
Yeah, I want to be
rhymes.
fair. I want to be fair to my own, criticism.
Okay. All right.
Lucas Harder sent $10 on Rumble. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
All right.
This is what makes Lucas harder.
Oh, God, yeah.
This is what he thinks is like submission of the Jews, and he thinks that this line in the New Testament actually is referring to the Jews. He is so stupid. Literally 6 verses above it. 6 verses. If he cares to go up ahead of what came before it, it talks about what is the synagogue of Satan. Why, it's the Church of Philadelphia.
Sager Retard sent $10 on Rumble.
Hold
Adam,
on.
in all seriousness and appreciation for coming on the Killstream, what are your thoughts on Israel being the gayest country in the Middle East? Sincerely. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Sage, by the way. And
I
for
want
your
to
gift
thank you
yesterday.
for putting up $10 for a serious question like that. It bothers me, but I hope that it changes. I seriously hope that it changes. I love Israel. I do love the fact, though, that these silly little faggots can go to a place that's not going to kill them for being a silly little faggot. But I do want the Jews to repent their ways and not be gay.
Lucas Harder sent $10 on Rumble. Name of Jesus every knee should bow, of those in heaven, and of those on earth, and of those under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of the Father.
Cool. That's a $10 shout out. He gave a shout out to JC, his favorite Jew,
Now, look.
for $10.
What about what you were saying about the verse? Hold on. They're really rolling in now.
Anonymous sent $3.
All right.
Are you still seething over the Catholic Church finessing you out of all your
No
treasure?
way.
These motherfuckers are gonna they just saw me flash the ashes of the red heifer. As I hold these red heifer ashes in my hand, so too will you see me on your TV walking out with my treasures from the Vatican. Mark those words. You think I'm just some guy on the internet? I have a whole thing going on. Tune in, loser.
Now,
Thank you for $3. I think Anonymous, now your minimum should be $5 for asking such a stupid question.
Now, wait. What about the synagogue of Satan line? You were talking about that.
Yeah, that is referred to as the Church of Philadelphia. This whole church of early Christians that they were all into Christianity. It was a Christian thing. It was a group of Christians. It was called the Church of Philadelphia. What was the Church of Philadelphia? They specifically say what the Church of Satan is, or the Synagogue of Satan, whatever they call it. And it says it's the Church of Philadelphia. 6 lines. Just literally goes 6 lines up. You can pull it up, Ethan, if you want.
This is what AI says. So I'm not taking a stance.
Don't use Gab AI.
No, it's not Gab AI. It might say something different. This is what
I'll show you.
This is what Gemini says. The phrase Church of Philadelphia Synagogue of Satan refers to interpret. Hold on. Go ahead.
Sager Retard sent $10 on Rumble.
Thank you, Sage.
Thanks for the honest answer and response. Cheers both. This is just for the goal now lol.
Goalie, go. I didn't have one today, but I think I might
Fly
turn it on.
underscore Eli underscore sent $1 on Rumble. Was that a baggie of dried up foreskin dust?
Nah, wait. Look. All right. The phrase Church of Philadelphia Synagogue of Satan refers to interpretations of the biblical book of Revelation, specifically the letters to the churches Smyrna and Philadelphia. In Revelation chapter 2, verse 9 and chapter 3, verse 9, Jesus mentions a synagogue of Satan, referring to groups persecuting the early Christian church who claimed to be Jews but were not. These verses have been used to justify anti-Semitism, although many scholars disagree with this interpretation. So I guess there's some disagreement on it, but
You just read it.
well,
Tell me
I
what you
can
think from reading it.
Well, I can pull up the actual verses, yeah, but Scholarly Rebuttal says evangelical scholars disagree with this interpretation, arguing that the author of Revelation was likely Jewish, making the interpretation problematic. Some scholars propose that the synagogue of Satan refers to those who claim to be Jewish but do not follow the true teachings of Judaism, not all Jewish people. Some sources suggest that the verses are referring to those who are not true followers of God, even if they identify as Jewish, and that this is not necessarily an indictment of all Jewish people. And it goes
The
on to
first
say
thing I want to ask anybody who ever says the words synagogue of Satan, I want to ask, have you read the entire Bible? Before you get all like accusatory and choose a side in the whole war of God and all that stuff, don't you want to know what's inside of it? I can't imagine that people who like willfully are this
Anonymous
ignorant.
sent $3 theoretically.
Like, read the
couldn't you
Bible.
sprinkle those ashes into a well and then everyone in the town will be healed?
It doesn't work like that. I'm glad you brought up that question. So basically, the next step in the process of the serum is that an all clay jar made out of earth material collects water from a living spring, and then that is the formula. It's called Mayim Chaim. There's different constitutions of Mayim Chaim, but that is the next step. So we take living water, something that things are living in, like a lake or a river or a stream or an ocean, and that's called the Mayan. And only those living waters could be used. It can't be like tap water. It can't be specific water. Can't be water collected in a plastic. Can't be water collected in glass. Has to be water collected in a very specific way. And I'm telling you, like, think about it like resonant frequencies. Think about like, this stuff is so deep, and I'm so glad I got to talk about this stuff, because it's like, you know who doesn't care about your synagogue of Satan? People who are sick that want to get healed. That's who doesn't care. This is like, God will literally make you sick, people, if you don't want to accept the truth. Like, he'll like make you need something. Like
Sager Retard sent $5 on Rumble. Probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but I always respect Adam coming here and taking the heat.
I do too.
I don't agree with anything you say, Adam, but I do respect you. All right, back to work.
Salute to you,
Lol.
Sage. Thank you. What do you think of that?
nice comment. Thank you. I know some people actually agree with what I say, and I know that I convert people here because they DM me afterwards. So I respect the respect, and I respect, like, kicking down for Ethan to like have someone like me here. This Fly Ellie is like not, his like plane did not take off. He's like grounded. This guy's like, he doesn't even have a plane. His plane is like a remote control plane, and he still can't get it off the ground.
Well, what about, okay, I saw this asked in the chat, and I was going to bring it up actually anyway, but there was the head of the Israeli Cyber Directorate who was arrested. Well, he was arrested but not charged for some reason in Las Vegas. Well, I'll let Artax go through.
Real Artax sent $1 on Rumble. I assure you God doesn't want you torturing animals to death, Adam. Man was created
This
to kill
guy
for his
like probably
creation.
like takes
Genesis
one bite of a
2:15.
cheeseburger and then puts it down and says he's not hungry anymore. Fucking loser. Like an animal died so you can have that cheeseburger. He's the entire animal's life is worth one bite, and you're gonna criticize me about offering an animal to God? You fucking greedy pig! You fat fuck!
Wait,
Are you crazy?
Wait, hold on.
Fly_Eli_ sent $1 on Rumble. You sound like you're going to cry, Adam Queen.
Now,
Oh my god! If you think these are tears, you're not paying attention.
now, let me ask you about the Vegas thing. I know you've heard about it, but
Yeah.
Tom
I'm looking into his Jewishness. I don't think he's Jewish.
No,
to be
wait,
honest
he
with
works
you.
for he's the head of the Israeli cyber directorate or whatever.
I don't know. I'm looking into it. He doesn't have a Jewish name. He doesn't have a Jewish
He's
first
Russian
name, second
Jew.
name, or third name.
He's Russian.
And previous Israeli administrations let in over 400,000 Russians that are not Jewish into Israel in deals with like different like church groups. They made like all these stupid deals and like they all became a part of the police force. Like the Jerusalem police force is like largely Russian. They're like straight up Russian descendants, not even Jews, not Arabs, not Muslims. They go to church on Sunday. You know, like there's like I believe 400,000 Israeli citizens are Russians.
Rocky
So I mean,
McCall
like,
sent
let's not jump to
$1 on
conclusions
Rumble.
here, folks.
What about cymatics, Adam? I'm curious about her opinion now.
I tend to think he's Jewish since he was the head of the cyber directorate or whatever. But
I don't know. We'll see. I'll find out. That's what I'm looking into. Like, why is his name Thomas? What fucking Jew has ever been named Thomas?
doubting Thomas.
Thomas, like Alexandrovich.
Abramovich.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, Abramovich
But he's
is
from
Abraham.
Russia.
Alexandrovich is Alexander. Come on, guys. We'll see. We'll
It's
see if
not
he is. Who
Alexander,
knows?
it's
Maybe,
Abramovich.
maybe not. We'll see. But whatever, whoever it was, like, yeah, like, put him on trial. But also, I want you guys to like.
Do you think they're actually going to send him back?
You know what? He should go. He should be on trial in Israel. They should like send him to jail in Israel. I would like that. Would probably be just because
no,
you know, there's like laws of like. I'll tell you something.
He needs to go back to the United States.
Bezrat Hashem, if you could do something like that, but you know, like there's a lot of things that go down in DC, like with diplomatic immunity, that like so much shit goes down through diplomatic immunity, and it's like the most disgusting thing. So, you know, if you want to look into this thing, you really have to look into diplomatic immunities, and if you really want to solve this thing, like that's where it begins. So.
Clouded Trigger sent $2 on Rumble. Jew.
He is Jewish. Now, Rocky sent this in.
$2.
Okay,
that was the easiest $2. I literally just made you $2 for being born, Ethan.
Based. Now, I do see he sent in some subs earlier. He just put in $1, but he gave $25 earlier before you got here. But Rocky said, and by the way, I disagree with your take there on the last
Daniel
one.
Larson Stan sent $2 on Rumble. Adam, would you entertain having a discussion with Adam Green on the origins of your people's religion and that Christianity was created as a strategy?
Have you been paying attention for the last like 3 years? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I thought you talked to him, right? A few times.
Like 100 times.
Yeah.
In person, on the internet. Like where you got paying attention? Are you paying attention?
I stayed at his house. We were gonna try to come see you, but I forget.
Oh my god! Yeah, that would have been so much fun. It will happen.
It'll happen. I come out there pretty often.
It will happen.
I'll be out there again soon. I don't have the date nailed down yet. But Rocky said, "What about?" Go ahead.
I was talking with Jake about doing something about the red heifer with him.
Really?
Because he posted my video and like maybe we'll get like a Jake Shields thing. You know?
Wow. Now I see Rocky McCobb says, "What about cymatics, Adam? I'm curious about your opinion now. I don't know what that is."
The what?
Cymatics?
I have no clue what cymatics are.
CYMATICS, cymatics. Yeah, I don't know what that is either, Rocky. Oh, a subset of modal vibrational phenomena, excuse me. I see it now. Wow, Rocky's
Can you tell me about it?
From ancient Greece.
Is he allowed to make a comment in the thing and tell me about it?
Sure.
in the chat. Can you like say something in the chat about it so we can interact with you and you could teach us about it?
Term coined by Swiss physician Hans Jenny. Jenny, that's probably not how you say that, but typically the surface of a plate, diaphragm, or membrane is vibrated and regions of maximum and minimum displacement are made visible in a thin coating of particles, paste, or liquid. Different patterns emerging in the excitatory, wow, that's not a word that I see very often, medium, depending on the geometry of the plate and the driving frequency.
What's it called? Cyto what?
Cymatics.
Cymatics.
Excitatory. Wow, that's not an easy word to say. I don't know if I've ever said that word.
Excitatory.
Okay, that's easier to say. I don't want to mispronounce it.
It's CYMATIX.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. I'd never heard of it. Rocky's educating us.
Oh, I've seen these things. They do them on the plates, and they like you could see them. They like do the plate shakers, and on the plate they'll like put sand, and then underneath the plate they'll put like a speaker or something, and they'll play like certain vibrations and certain frequencies, and they make like different shapes, like geometric shapes, the vibrations. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think that stuff is really like great secret messages. Also in healing too, like there's a lot with healing. I'm really into healing, and that's what really brought me to the red heifer, and along with other things, about, my people and my heritage, and, I really like, this is one of the parts of my culture that makes me the most proud, actually. And it's like, it's just so cool. It's like such a cool thing, and it's public, and it's like written in the Bible. It's like biblical. It is biblical. It is a biblical commandment. And to like even just possess some of the 10th one, like I ask myself, like, what an honor. Like, this is crazy. It's not just the ashes, it's the it's like there's like a specific, I need to protect it. I need to make sure it gets made correctly. Do you know what I mean? I have like the real McCoy material. Like I need to make sure that it gets like the next part, the alchemical part, being the alchemist and making the serum, that it's done correctly. So I'm going to do it. And I think what I have should make like 10,000 doses.
Yeah, I saw you say it was 10,000 doses on Temple.
Something like that. Yeah, that's what I was told.
Cloud and Trigger sent
I've thought about
$5
this,
on
yeah.
Rumble. So Adam, how are you going to get that pesky mosque out for Huawei?
I personally think that the real temple is going to come down from above. And I'm one of the believers of the more supernatural third temple, because I believe that it's actually the temple that is currently standing in the world of Atzilut. There's these worlds above the world that we live in. The world that we live in is called Asiyah. And above that, Yetzirah, and above that, Beriyah, and above that, Atzilut. And in the world of Atzilut, the exact third temple, which is the supposed marrying of heaven and earth, is supposed to come to Jerusalem. So I don't think I'm going to have to remove that temple at all. I don't know what God's planning to do. I'm sure he's got like the greatest architect in all of heaven on it, But I think it's coming down. And I think that the whole thing is going to be supernatural, because like there's so much doubt and disbelief, and people need something to believe in. And Ezekiel 38 clearly says why God does this. God does this to reveal himself to the world. And he does this because it ends something called the age, the Nister Hapanim, the age of the hidden face of God. And it enters into the Messianic era, which is the revealed face of God, when God is present. And in that world, he has a permanent home here. So the final redemption is the marrying of really like Atzilut with Asiyah. I think that the third temple comes from above. There are some that think we build it below, but I think that also one of the reasons why Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet, crowns the Messiah is Eliyahu is one of the 9 people that are still alive. The Torah recalls there's 9 people, according to Jewish tradition, that have yet to die. And they are just, still here. One of them, Eliyahu Hanavi, who everybody knows, Elijah the prophet. The Elijah the prophet is still alive. Yes, I'm talking to you, Eliyahu. I know you're out here. You are alive. We know you. And he is going to crown the Messiah in Jerusalem. So whatever God does with the third temple, he's going to do. And he's doing it. And that's the thing. Like, none of this can be stopped, no matter if anybody, no matter what. There's no way to stop this from happening. It's God's will. And people are going to have to suck it up that it involves the Jews also. But God is going to have his way, and that's just the way it is, because it's God. And that's the third temple I'm hoping for. It would be so much more nice too. Like, nothing had to get blown up. People just, like, whatever. It was done like by decree of heaven, and it just ended peacefully. But the whole process comes about so that we can earn it. The reason why there's evil in the world is so that we can remove it and heal the world. Those are actionable things. The Torah is divided into 2 things that you do and things that you don't do. And that's the penalty of eating from the tree of knowledge. And it eventually accumulates itself into death. But the Torah provides us a way out. There's things that God is saying, if I was in that situation, this is what I would do, and this is what I wouldn't do. And then it's up to us now,
$2 on
with our
Rumble.
free will,
Maybe
to
the
choose
real
which
third
way.
temple were the Palestinians we killed along the way.
Palestinians didn't even exist then. They're a made-up invention of the modern world to delegitimize the claim of the Jews on the land of our heritage. End of story. They're Egyptian and Jordanian rejects who were promised land if they fought the Jews that were coming home. And what they called their...
Zorndar Edom sent $3. Can't wait to see how God Rothschild plans to fool the Goyim. Go visit Adam Green already.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Rothschilds are like not even Jewish anymore.
Well, what about so you transitioned into Palestinians unknowingly there, but I was going to ask what you thought about their plans to take over Gaza City. Apparently by Friday, I think there's also a Hamas truce office.
Thank God.
There's a Hamas truce or whatever peace.
Thank God. Let it be over. Let it just be over.
Lucas Harder sent $2
do
on
the
Rumble.
rest of it and let it be over
Khazarian
with.
Jew LARPer.
Well, what are they going to do you think?
All the Jews who were forcefully removed from our houses in 20 like myself in 2005, we can move back. Our homes can be given back to us. Our people can start moving back. The most peaceful time that there ever was in Gaza was when the Jews lived in Gaza. This is me being forcefully taken out of my home in the Gaza Strip. I'll show you right here so you could get a better glimpse. And it's sad, folks. It's fucked up. But they took all the Jews out of Gaza, and then Hamas took over in this stupid land for peace under the Bush administration. It was called the Gaza disengagement. In Hebrew, it was called the Hitnatkut. But in English, it was called the disengagement plan by George Bush. And it was pretty much Condoleezza Rice, like girl bossing her way around the Middle East to try to get wins for W. And Ariel
Sharon, she was the one who had the bright idea to have elections in Palestine as well and push for that. Anyway, go ahead.
They did. After that, they had elections. They voted in Hamas. And there's been before this specific war, Ethan, there was 20,000 missiles shot into Israel over the course from 2005 until 2025, where we're at now. Over 20,000.
Okay, how many
missiles.
Israelis died from all those missiles?
A lot of them. If there was one, it was too many.
Okay, but how many Palestinians died during that time?
I don't care. They're doing the shooting.
Okay, you don't care, but like I'm just saying, like
At some point, listen. The Gaza Strip, Egypt took. Here's something I need you to understand.
Go ahead.
After World War II, after the Jews fought the British and won in 1948, right? After the British, they had this assembled this thing called the Army of the Holy War. It was like this Nazi Arab.
Oh wait,
Nazi
they conducted a
Arab
terror
brigade.
campaign against the British and won.
The what?
They conducted a terror campaign against the British and won that way.
Yeah, dude, fuck the British, man.
Well,
So did the Israel and America share the same founding. We both fought the British for our independence. It's one of the ways that we are sister nations. You know, like that's one of the things that unite us in our, and we're not like the Commonwealth. We're like, no, fuck you, England. We're independent. We don't bow to your crown. So Israel's founded, and then all the nations around it attack at once. Miracles in the Army of the Holy War, done. There's peace for like almost 20 years, 19 years. 1967 comes around. Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Egypt all attack Israel at the same time in a surprise attack. Miraculously, Israel conquers all four of these armies in a day, in 6 days, 6-day war. In a 6 day, it was the craziest time ever. It was absolute panic and mayhem in Israel. Literally, everybody thought we were going to die. We thought we were about to be wiped out. We thought it was going to be a Holocaust. We showed up to battle. We won all of it. And Israel took, in 1967, all the way to the Sinai Peninsula to the border of Egypt. The whole land. It was like all of Greater Israel and all the north. Israel had everything in its territory. And so 1967 to 1973, peace. 1973, there was another war. Israel won, reclaimed its right to these lands. Okay? At different points in Israel's history, it has used these lands as leverage, bargaining tools for peace. If you make peace, if you vow to stop shooting us, if you vow to stop to do peaceful things with us, we'll give you back lands that we took. That some of them were even arguably rightfully Israel's to begin with, like the Sinai Peninsula. So 1967, part of the territory that was taken was Gaza, all of it. And Israel had all of Gaza until 2005. And really it was like 1973 where it was like established that Israel had all of Gaza. But from 1973 essentially to 2005, like Israel had all of Gaza. And Israel built a huge economy there. Jewish people came in, there was peace, there was money, there were jobs. 12% of Israel's agricultural exports were from the Gaza Strip. 12% of all agricultural exports. It was like all of Europe's flowers. Like there was so many exports, so much food, so much stuff going into Europe. And it was just like given over to them in this deal. Ariel Sharon, may he rest in piss forever. May he burn in the ashes of hell. Or just whatever. Like he fucked us. May he roll over.
I'll be clear.
Honestly,
your God
immediately
exist.
after he was put
Powerful
into a
money
coma.
Jews have
He
funded
did
the
literally
support
go
of
into
the
a coma.
Zionist project.
Yeah.
They pull the strings of world leaders and institutions with mafia tactics. We see through the BS.
Our mafia is called the Bible.
I remember seeing the evacuation, or not evacuate, forced evacuation, whatever you want to call it, forced removal on TV. They showed it live on TV, and a lot of people like me, I was a young lefty at the time, and I was kind of surprised because Sharon, you wouldn't have thought really Sharon would be the guy to order some stuff like that. He was kind of known as a hardliner.
He started the Intifada. Yeah. Here's paid theater. The guy starts the Intifada by going up on the Temple Mount. And then ends by giving away the Gaza Strip when we fully had control of it, and there was the only time that there was ever peace in that area. Like it's so crazy, dude.
It
So
was a
crazy.
shock move, and then he had a kind of an iron grip.
They didn't have the authority to do that. And they did that only because America forced their hand. And that's why when people are like, the Jews control America, I'm like, no, they don't. Are you kidding me? If the Jews controlled America, we'd have the Gaza Strip.
But yeah,
and I'm one of the advocates that advocate that America should take the Gaza Strip.
Oh no.
I think that would be the best thing for America, and all the pussies should just shut the fuck up and do what's good for America. And controlling the Suez Canal and the Ben Gurion Canal would be probably the best thing for America and for Europe.
I'm sure that,
but I think people want to like bitch simp for Palestinians and like terrorist groups because it's so trendy.
Let me
hold on. They just want to go on and on about it.
First
but it's like, get the fuck over it. The world needs to survive. Europe is being strangled by Muslim imports on the Suez Canal, and they're like, no.
Look, I'm pro-Palestine. That's not why I say no American control of Gaza, because we're going to be sitting ducks over there, and there's going to be Americans blown up, and then there'll be casus belli for other wars.
There's not going to be a war anywhere. What are you talking about? Ron Lauder was on TV with the Emir of Qatar. The Emir of Qatar, Trump, and Ron Lauder all in the same shot together on camera for like 10 minutes. In like a whole side panel, and they're laughing and talking, making peace. Right after that, all the Hamas officials, boom, 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 because Qatar made peace. Hamas was an arm, a foreign arm. They gave the locations of all the Hamas heads. Qatar's not down with Hamas. The leaders aren't down with Hamas. The monarchies are not down with Hamas.
I know.
They all want peace with Israel. Dubai has peace with Israel, blowing up economically. So Syria's begging Israel for peace. And there's a big problem. Israel's got to take the Druze territory. We have to do it. And Jolani needs to, he still wants peace with Israel. It's the only way to protect the Druze, or they're going to ethnically cleanse the Druze. Like literally, they want to make it so that there's not a single Druze bloodline left on earth. And the LARPers say nonstop, Palestinians, 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 while 1 million Ukrainians have been killed. Forced onto the battlefield by their own government. It's like so insane, dude. Like the fake moral outrage is so ridiculous. It's so insane. It's so like, it's lunacy is that it's so insensitive. It's the most absolute lunacy that it like tries to desensitize the insensitive. It's so fucked up and it's dumb. It's low level.
Clouded Trigger sent $5 on Rumble. What's with all the Jews pushing Muslim refugees to the West?
No, that's like Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar. Don't blame that. That's CARE. That's the Council of American Islamic Relations. That's your Muslim APAC that you are so silent about while they fucking like take your cities. So sad. Literally, it's so sad. Like, Europe is an example of what could come to America, and people want to LARP on Jews. We're the best thing you got going for you in your attempt to remain pure. We have the best military in the entire Middle East. We silenced the Middle East for America. For America. Ended all the conflicts in like a 6-month period with Trump. Now we're going into Gaza City. We're finishing it for good. Finish him. This is the boss level. It's going to be over soon.
Let me ask you,
and then the world can start to heal from this.
Okay, well, let me ask you about this, because polling shows that Israel's more unpopular than they've ever been during my lifetime. And do you think
say Israel's more powerful than they've ever been in my lifetime?
More unpopular, although that's probably true too.
Zordarita sent $3 at his sad.
You know who doesn't care about being popular?
Sorry, Jew.
The powerful.
Well, they sometimes that boomerangs back around.
Care all right, well, people think about me. Like the people who think Israel should give up our nuclear missiles, like that group of people.
Well, that's
like, oh, yeah. You think I'm going to care about you because you're LARPing on the nukes? Dude doesn't even know about the space technology we got deployed. Israel's so next level military. Israel is the top 5 militaries in the entire world. America, Russia, China, of course.
Cliff sent $10. Obviously. I don't mean to dox your guest.
And then 4 and 5.
Wait, hold on.
One of them is Israel. Okay, one of them is Israel. That means France, Britain, Germany.
Sage Retard sent $5 on Rumble.
Spain.
Adam, what Jewish ticket did you send my way LMFAO? I legit live in the middle of nowhere and Jewish family showed up asking for a tour my wife's goat farm lol. Odd coincidence. Has never happened.
That's how big of a military
Clouded
Israel
Trigger
has.
sent
They could beat
$5
any
on Rumble.
military in Europe.
I'm gonna pray for you, bud.
All right, now Cliff, I'll play your super chat here in a second. But Sage
Not
said,
that we want to, and Europe doesn't want it either, because Europe begs Israel to do this Ben Gurion Canal project. Do you know one of the ways that like the Muslim world like sabotages the West? You ignorant Westerners, let me teach you something. There's only one entry point from goods from the East into Europe through the Suez Canal on the water. So like when there's like really important goods, like, or there's intelligence of something moving or a key component or a technological part that was made or something like that. So many times intentionally, something will happen on the Suez Canal where the lanes will be shut. You know, there was a boat that, you know, ran into the side. We're doing repairs. We got to shut the lanes down. And they do this to sabotage the West. It's so benign that you can't ever say like, Egypt is doing this intentionally. And it's not just Egypt. It's Islamic powers that Egypt is beholden to. It's their team. And Europe suffers tremendously from this with so many issues with their goods. Egypt doesn't want Israel to build the Ben Gurion Canal because it's a 2-lane canal, whereas the Suez Canal is a 1-lane canal. And it's just like a much bigger, more technologically advanced. You could get through the canal way quicker. It's like a way better system, you know. And like Europe is screaming for this as its salvation, as if goods are a part of the bloodline allowing the white race to survive. So it's like, shut the fuck up and just fall into line. Be kind to Israel for what Israel's doing for you. Stop LARPing for these Muslims that want to choke you out. They already are in England. People run to people like Ahmed Suleiman, who like literally sits there on the internet and like LARPs about Israel, and like people who like grift as America first gravitate towards him while he colonizes England for Pakistan on camera with his dog Khaleesi and others too. They're so fake. It's such a charade. It's so fake. It's theater. It's fashionable theater.
No, wait,
for the masses. Your bread and your circus.
Now, wait, hold on a sec. We have a chat here. I want to replay it so you can hear it. And I have a picture that Sage sent me on Twitter. Well, I was put in my damn group. But hold on, and let me play it again so you can hear it. Now I'll show it on screen.
Sage Retard sent $5 on Rumble. Adam, what Jewish tricky did you send my way? LMFAO. I legit live in the middle of nowhere and Jewish family showed up asking for a tour my wife's goat farm. Lol. Odd coincidence. Has never happened.
This just happened during your appearance on the show.
I got you, fool.
Is that crazy? What
Dude,
the
I sent you him.
Are you fucking serious?
Shishim Giborim Sevivla Megibore Yisrael. Kulam Yehuze Cherev Melumde Milchama. Isharbo Yorecho. Mipachat Balailot.
I thought he was fucking around, but then he put this picture. He's not fucking around. This guy showed up.
No, seriously, you should go meet your neighbors. To be kind to him. I'm sure he's a very sweet man. I'm sure he's a very sweet man, and he'll really just keep to himself.
That's wild. All right, I just wanted to show you that. And then there's a super chat. Well, another one just came in.
Zornderidam sent $3. The broom of Islam serves the Jews. The Zionist-controlled puppets in the Western governments allow the Muslim menace in. Traitors all.
Whatever.
Okay.
Probably not even American.
Now, Kinky Freeman says, I don't mean to dox your guest, but and Cliff. Look, I'll play this do you want to hear this song? I'd have to play it so you could see it, but they ain't making Jews like Jesus anymore. So I didn't know this was an actual song. Have you heard this song? I might wait and play that at the end, but I didn't know that was a tune. What did you think about the whole Iran thing? We haven't had you on since all that happened.
Well,
hold on.
I thought it was pretty
Clouded
awesome.
Trigger sent $5 on Rumble. Hey Adam, if you can lower my future mortgage interest rate, I'll be pro-Zionist. Can we work something out?
Yeah, for sure, man. Now we're talking, dude. Now we're talking. God. Finally, a smart one. Now we're talking. I got a guy.
All right, Iran. Thank you, Clouded Trigger, by the way. What did you think of the whole Ron thing?
Another reason why America is not controlled by Israel, because like for my whole entire childhood and life, like I literally as a Jew, American Jew with strong connections to Israel. I've lived in Israel. I spent a lot of my life there. I love Israel. It's an unbelievable country. It's like living it's beyond a movie set. It's a real set. It's the Bible. It's crazy. It's a different world. So you have to just go there and see it for yourself. But I love it there, so like my whole life I've like lived in this like panic. Like, oh shit, like what if they could get us? Like, and Israel's been like all through the years, let us go in, let us like a big vicious dog. Let us go in. And America's been like, nope. We're gonna do this nuclear deal. And then like in 2009, there was the color revolution in Iran, and Obama like ran to keep the people from not getting their freedom. And that was like a huge thing. Like, what the fuck? At that point, they weren't even just, like they were actively trying to prop up the regime in Iran, not just like allowing it to fall on its own, because it doesn't have merit amongst the people. The people are very oppressed in Iran. They don't like their quality of life. And so there's like basically like I'm 41. I've had my whole life.
Kyla sent $3. I want to take this
opportunity to plug
my websites holocaust.gay and mrmetalker.com.
I'll replay it.
Holocaust Gay has a hotline you can call too. But I'm for real. Holocaust Gay merch coming soon.
All right. Hold on. So
Clouded Trigger sent $2 on Rumble. You get me a greater than 2% rate, I'm gonna be wailing at the wall. I'm afraid to go to the Holy Land though. Mossad is gonna shove me into a hole after looking at my phone.
It's getting close. All right, I'll pause it for a second now. And
I'm gonna make this guy into a Noahide. You know when it's gonna be game over for Israel and the Jews? When Israel becomes like a tax haven for, it's gonna be amazing. And that's when you'll get stuff like 1% loans. Like when the money can come home to where it should be.
A tax haven. All right, look, finish your thoughts.
Bring all the banks to Israel. You'll get 1% loans throughout the whole world. You get like treated like a Fed. Like they get like 0.25% loans. The banks get like 0.25% their money. They'll be like home loans, first time home loan buyers, 0.25%. Like if the Jews really controlled the finance of the world, like, and it was like controlled through like the Bible and everything like that, and like that whole thing, it would be so cool. We would like, honestly, the world would be built. It would be crazy. People would like, nobody would ever starve ever again. Like everybody would have, honestly. You'd get your 1%. He was like 2% and he's wailing at the wall. Okay, fine. I'll take 2%.
All right. I turned it off for a second so you could finish your thoughts about.
All right. You're going to put on that Holocaust gay thing?
I mean, do you want me to?
Ugh, it's so gay. Like, why did it gotta be so cringe, man?
Here, I'll play it. Yeah, that came through.
Kyla sent $3. I want to take this opportunity to plug my websites holocaust.gay and mrmetalker.com. Holocaust Gay has a hotline you can call too. I'm for real. Holocaust Gay merch coming soon.
Ugh, don't do that. Don't do that. Ugh. Disgusting. There's nothing worse than like secret Nazi faggot circles. Ugh, they were prevalent in World War II too. Amongst the Lebensborn.
Swamp 7 sent $2 on Rumble. Islamic law, Sharia, prohibits the charging and taking of interest.
And we do some funky weird Nazi gay shit, but it's okay because we're a part of the science experiment. Lebensborn. You know what the Lebensborn are?
Yeah, because I watched Man in the High Castle.
Oh yeah, there was that thing. This was a real thing. You want to know something? I got a friend, real friend in the world. She is a Lebensborn.
Really?
But in this life, she like is adopted by a Jewish family. Crazy, right?
Wild how that would happen.
Like I don't know what it is, but she's a very sweet, close friend of mine.
Well, tell us what it is. I already know because, like I said, I saw.
They're like a part of the Hitler, like the Hitler, science experiments of like racial science. He was trying to breed specific traits out of humanity and into humanity.
So we get a Jubilee?
Jubilee. That's
Somebody asked me, is that the thing where like I sit in the circle and like everybody comes around and asks me questions?
That would be good though. But no, that's it's a financial thing. I forget. It's like debt forgiveness or something, right? I don't know. I forget what Jubilee.
Oh, that's so funny because somebody asked me in my DMs, they're like, would you do a Jubilee? And I was like, you mean Yovel? Yeah, I love that. Because I was thinking it was what you were thinking about.
No.
And then he's like, no, it's when you sit in the chair and they all go around you and try to like get the TikToker, you know, like Charlie Kirk and all those guys. It's so trending. I don't even know if I would do it just because it's so trending. And I try not to be so trendy. You know what I mean? Look for real art in the world, folks. Not fake Nazi gay Holocaust bullshit. That's disgusting. You shouldn't even, you should like take people's money when they do that, Ethan. You should like be mean to people a little bit. And you should be like, this guy is so gay and he's into the Holocaust. I'm just taking his money, but I'm not going to promote his disgusting gay agenda.
Kyler, but Swamp 7 says Islamic law, Sharia,
don't be gay, guys. Don't be gay.
Prohibits the charging and taking of interest. Also hit likes are free.
It's called, interest is called ribis. There's an entire category of interest called ribis. Different things you're allowed to charge. Jews are not allowed to charge other Jews interest. But there are different, like when I was telling you about the 7 laws of Noah, how there's like different classes of different laws. There's also different classes of interest. Like business loans are not considered personal loans. Ribis is considered personal loans. That like a Jew should not charge another Jew personal loans. But there's entire tractates about ribis, and which is interest, and entire sections of law about it. And even to Gentiles, you're not to charge a high interest. There's so many commentaries on this. You're supposed to charge a very affordable rate, especially to Gentiles, because lest they feel they get robbed of something and
get Jude, so to speak.
Turn into Dan Bilzerian,
What happened with Bilzerian? I don't think I saw that.
I don't know, but can I show you the funniest picture I make? I'll tell you what happened with him. Check it out. This is what happened to Dan Bilzerian. I'm sending it right now.
You're sending it to me?
You're gonna love it. No, I'm sending it to my
to your computer. Okay.
So I could throw it up on the screen right here. This is what happened to Dan Bilzerian.
Wait, hold on. I can't. Oh, I see. The purple hair.
So when I debated Jake Shields, he basically kicked the door down, and like he was so upset that he, kicked the door down and came running in. But yeah, that's who you turn into. God forbid. Feel bad for him.
Also, I see. Wow, this is updated.
When we were in our debate, and it was so rude to Jake. Jake was such a gracious host, I have to say. I enjoyed every moment I got to spend with Jake. Not gonna lie, we had an absolutely great time. But the part where Dan kind of he spurged a little bit. He got like a little, that is my friend. You cannot do that. And it was very rude. Like it was very boy crush rude. And he literally threw Jake out of the chair on his own show just to sit down and spar with me for an hour and a half out of a 3-hour debate. So I got an hour and a half with Jake. I got an hour and a half with Dan. And
oh yeah, I did see that actually. Yeah, I did see that.
That was crazy. I couldn't even believe that happened. I'm shocked. I was just mesmerized that even took place. I was sitting there did Dan Bilzerian just Don Johnson the door and run up on set and try to, and then the craziest things that he was doing was the whole time he was on his phone, right? He was just chat GPTing things, and the whole debate basically became, is chat GPT biased? When it clearly was. It was I was saying the same question that he would ask, I would ask, and chat GPT would give 2 completely different answers. And so I was just trying to show him that he's being misled. But when he showed me like his proof, like he said something about like cars being invented by like gassed cars, like people being gassed in their vehicles was invented by Jews. And I was like, show me your proof. He holds up his he gives me his phone, puts it in my hand, and shows me in his phone just a meme. A meme. Not a government website, not a thing. Like a fucking meme. Like that's how simple he is. I'm in the debate. I'm like, I asked him, I was like, is this your proof? Like, and he's like, yeah. And I'm like, this is a meme, dude. This is like just a meme.
Anonymous sent $3. According to Nick Fuentes, you are talking shit about our future president. Bilzerian 28.
Are you insinuating Gavin Newsom? He's not going to win the presidency, folks. People hate Gavin Newsom. You want to see the coolest tweet, Ethan?
Sure.
I
think he was talking about
like,
Bilzerian, but anyway,
seriously.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I want to throw up a Zion Heil tweet. Hold on.
No, wait. Also, we didn't do a goal today, but we're only 63 away from if we had done a goal. So if we hit that, I'll add
63 is a magic number in Kabbalah, folks.
Really?
It is.
I did not know that.
It correlates to the world of Bria, the third world. And one world above that is Atzilut, and that's where God has his home that he's going to bring and permanently bring down here very soon.
You were naming those off earlier.
I'm trying to find this tweet. I thought I screenshotted it. No. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I found it. This one. This made me laugh so hard. And this is all Nick's doing. I just want to share with you guys. This is like legit Nick's doing. He does this every time, and then people allow themselves to get fooled right back again.
Oh, wait, let me show it.
Let me.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me zoom in.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't see it.
There we go. It's so funny. It's like, I'm just like, it's incredulous. This is what people are doing now because Nick decided to talk about Gavin Newsom. Is that crazy, man? And they just give him a hall pass to do the dumbest shit ever. Big shout out there on the rebuttal. But I mean, like, it just gets crazy, man.
Clouded Trigger sent $2 on Rumble. I just remembered that Mossad blew people's dicks off.
You shouldn't be our enemy, folks.
All right. 1 second.
That even happened in the Bible too.
Really?
Yeah, at Shem. After in the Bible, Jacob's daughter Dinah gets raped by a prince. He like takes her and like rapes her. And so Shimon and Levi alone they like literally desecrate the city. And like they all like they forced like the entire city to be it was so bad. Read it in the Bible. I'm not here to be your pastor.
All right, go ahead and get a sip and I'll read this out. The countdown is over. The rivalries are real, and the road to the championship begins on August 23rd. Westwood One Sports brings you every electrifying moment of NCAA football, from the first snap to the final whistle. Top teams, big plays, unforgettable Saturdays. Don't miss a second of the action. Listen to NCAA football on Rumble.com, the Westwood One Sports app, on WestwoodOneSports.com via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's sports, it's on Westwood One. Now, I really feel I grew up listening to AM radio, sports radio specifically. So I've been wanting to do one of those ad reads for a while, Adam. Anyway.
Who did you grow up listening to?
Well, my college football team was Alabama Crimson Tide, still is. But I was in the Memphis sports market, so WHBQ sports.
One of my youth leagues, you know, like I was an athlete my whole youth, and we you know, you pick teams. We picked the Crimson Tide. We went undefeated that year, and I've always been a Crimson Tide since then.
Really?
Yeah, dude, totally. In my youth, my father was the coach. It was a basketball team. We went undefeated, won the championship, and we were the Crimson Tide. And we just it started a dynasty in my town of Jewish dominated basketball in high school sports.
I did not know that, but yeah, Crimson Tide fan. I was a Lakers fan actually, as well.
Obviously, Lakers too, but I got so much love for Crimson Tide.
Well, there was no Memphis Grizzlies until I got older, and I was a Jordan fan when I was a little kid because I mean everybody loved Michael Jordan. And then I was like, I need to pick another team because he's going to retire. And so I picked the Lakers. So, and that was before they were winning all the championships. They had Kobe and Shaq, but they had just drafted them in '96. Well, they traded for Shaq and drafted for Kobe. But rest in peace, Kobe.
Yeah, Lakers is. I'll tell you, my grandparents, they always had floor seats at the Lakers.
No shit.
When we were growing up, they had the 4 as you're coming out from the as the players go in and out, the 4 right by the gate where the players come in.
Damn.
One row back was my grandparents. And for years they had seats everywhere. They also had they were really into the Lakers. Very into the Lakers. So we grew up at the Lakers, man. I saw it all, dude. I saw it all. My great grandmother actually played poker with Shaq for a while. There was this secret club at the Commerce Casino. At least my grandmother, my great grandmother used to tell me this. And she got me this autographed, authentic worn Shaq jersey. He wore it in a game, because she was his poker buddy or something. But LA was a cool place in the 50s, man. That's for sure. My grandparents were killing it. They were top J in it then too. Basically, Ethan, I'm top J, sons of top J.
I'm a little jealous of the floor seats for the Lakers.
Lots of time. No, well, you know what? They were fun. I didn't go all the time. He would take all the different grandchildren and, mostly take his friends,
Sure.
So.
Yeah.
But then they moved to center court, in the as they got older, they moved to center court. If Meta ever gives me my personal Instagram back,
what they take it
for being for being me, early engagement saw how much of a threat to the system I was. They wanted to try to contain it then. But basically by the time COVID hit, it was over. Because I also ran for Congress in 2014. I was very visible. I was always visible in the fight for freedom, because to me it's a spiritual value, freedom. So that's why I support America. I support the Constitution. This idea that we have a law and a Bill of Rights and we're guaranteed certain things. The government guarantees us things. They should guarantee us more things. But for now, we at least have things that the rest of the world doesn't have. That's why I'm in America first, because America is the, land of the free, home of the brave. You got to be brave to stand up for the free, and that's the only way to do it is through truth. That's why I love coming here, man, because you're such a gracious host. You're my favorite out of all the people in this genre. I love the Killstream, man. The Killstream's been good to me for years. Thank you guys all who come, who watch Ethan all the time and been good to me. Because it's only through dialogue like these, and this is where I feel really comfortable. I always felt comfortable here, man. Even with stupid $1 comment losers like that guy. But I hope he gets a job and comes back and says, Adam King set me on the right path. I got my life together and now I have a family and I'm building the white race. And now I'll give Ethan $5 minimum contribution, $10 minimum contribution from Uncle Whitey, who's working hard to be a part of the show. Support the Ethan Ralph.
By the way, this came through and it didn't click. Wow, we hit the goal.
The goal.
Mole sent $60. No goal today, just to spite me, huh? No one cares about the gold mole. Maybe the gold mole should just go away. I like the gold mole.
Focus your attention on a spot.
Can you hear this?
You want to know why the gold mole is good for you?
Full and complete attention.
Play the thing and then I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Breath.
Okay.
Let it out. And close your eyes. Close your eyes and relax. Relax. Listen to the sound of my voice and relax. Listen to the sound of my voice and allow every muscle in your body to relax. Listen to the sound of my voice and allow yourself to drift deeper and deeper into relaxation. For just a few minutes, let your mind go blank. Think of nothing. Just listen to the sound of my voice and relax. Relax. Pretend that I'm filling this space with a warm breath.
Okay, I can't hear her. No.
Feel this relaxing air taking
How am I? Alright, I'll play it again, Gold Ball. That was
that was funny.
Anyway, I do love the goal mall, and we didn't have a goal today, but we hit it anyway.
You know why it's good for you? Because you're the type of guy who could literally stream for like 11, 12, 14, 22 hours. So now that you hit your goal, it's like at any point you're like able to tap out. You know what I mean? Like you're like, you hit it. You did it for the day. You know, you're like, you made it. So now your audience should know anything else is extra. You know what I mean? Like, if you want him to stay, it's not like he hit the goal mole. The goal mole is like, hey, folks, I'm trying to have a really interesting conversation over here. I'm going to bring on like this godly prince from a tribe of Jews from a land far away. And he's going to tell you one of these Jew stories. And we're going to all sit back and relax. Close your eyes. Listen to the sound of my voice. Do exactly as I say. It's so fun.
Well, you know what? I would have kept my eyes closed longer on that, but the music was too loud and I couldn't hear what she was saying. So,
and then she went robot. She was like, my boy, my boy.
Well, that's why I started getting distracted. I was literally like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the meditate thing, but then
you are now entering the Matrix.
Now let's see.
The red pill, Neo.
I'm looking at the chat. I think, there was another super chat too. Hold on. And I'm sorry, Gomo, it didn't click at first, so there was like 5-minute delay there. But there's one more, and it was about Blazarian.
Anonymous sent $3. Alex Jones asked Fuentes what he thinks is next for the movement, and Nick said Dan Bilzerian could be a possible candidate in 28. Do you agree?
You know what? Anonymous is just now approved to suggest $2 contributions because that was such a great question. Now, only Anonymous can go $2. Only Anonymous can hit $2 at this point. But I'll tell you something. That was fucking crazy. Like the thought that like when they said that was just like, oh my God, that's so crazy to think about. But let's talk about like these like debates, right? The Fuentes Jones debates. Because I think that they're like very interesting. Like this is who like Fuentes wants for his Catholic America. Like he's so disingenuous. Dan Bilzerian is like literally in the process of like practically converting to Islam publicly. And like Like, it's just so disingenuous. We already just went through this Suleiman Ahmed thing with him with AFPAC and all the people surrounding that AFPAC.
Is Bazarian literally converting to Islam?
Yeah, dude. He's like seriously, he's like deep involved in the study of Islam.
I thought you were making a joke. I didn't know that.
No, I'm serious, dude. The impact is huge. He's just such a simple mind. It's like easy for him to be convinced of things, Dan Bilzerian. A simple mind that's been fed the golden spoon of inheritance and LARPs about what he doesn't have that others have because of the Jews. I don't know. It's so stupid. You know, like, at least the Tates have some sort of integrity that they're like, we made our money. This is money we made. We did this. We didn't have this, and now we did this. There's something more honorable than that, than like, you know, Dan Bilzerian losing all of his money, becoming like a Jew expert overnight. And it's like all Simon of Trent stuff, like the Jews of Toledo, Spain. You know, it's like beyond Merchant of Venice shit. It's so crazy. It's like lunacy. And like people get behind it. And he's like also going through this thing like with Islam and all his foreign connections to the Islamic world. And it's just people are getting so duped willfully because they just want to feel like they're a part of something, especially like a white movement. They just want to be a part of a white movement so much that they can't like realize that like Nick Fuentes is Jesse Jackson, Lucas Gage is Jussie Smollett. Like, it's the same shit. It's just like some stupid false narrative, race capturing, image race capturing, like, and leading people nowhere but to like animosity with everyone else, while offering nothing. Like Fuentes's core mission is the Catholification of everybody on earth. You know, if that's even a word, I feel like I'm almost Daffy Duck saying that. Catholification. I don't know what it would be called, but
Catholicized.
Catholicization, maybe. He openly says all the time, he's like, he wants America to be a Catholic nation. What does that mean? Do you want to get rid of the First Amendment? Like the first law that unites us as a people? That's like, that's treason, dude. That's like such treason. And people like want to get behind it, and everybody runs to wish him a happy birthday on the internet. Like he's some, you know, he's like their model citizen of everything. And like the ideas are so blatantly whack. These are like people who just hate Jews, and they're steering the whatever steering that they could possibly do. They will compromise whatever job they are doing if it means that they could do something to hurt a Jew. Even if they're like working for you, even if they're a part of our government institution, like the bureaucracy, they will steer the bureaucracy away from the people if it could mean doing something to hate a Jew. And there are people like that, and it's just fucking psycho.
Now,
so you got to ask yourself if you love America or not. Are you on America, or are you in just a different country that you never declared, that you don't even know the flag for? There's no national anthem to. Because the First Amendment is the national anthem. You know what I'm saying? The First Amendment is the 4th of July. It's Thanksgiving dinner. It's like everything American. You know, the First Amendment. So what are you going to like also take away free speech? Who's okay with the Catholification of America if it means that you lose free speech also? How many years did it take the Catholic Church to admit that Galileo was right? Like 500 years or some shit? And then they were forced to walk back their comments?
Now, this is a hard change of topic, but I wanted to bring it up before, you know, you've been here for a while. I want to make sure I bring it up. Andrew Meyer, because he called in one time when you were here. What has he been saying about the red heifer stuff?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to him.
The only reason I said is because I saw you put out a meme about him. He's mad at me for some reason. I think because I called him on the carpet when he called in during that.
That was a stupid thing.
Yeah, he got mad at me on phone.
I don't even want to like. I was like gonna flash the meme. I don't even want to do it. It's just so dumb. Let's change the subject from him. He's like such a. I feel bad for all the underlings that he has. It's so weird.
Why does he have any?
This whole thing is
anyway.
weird.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I don't know, but anybody who's with him should just ask him if he still hangs out with Ali Alexander or not. I don't know if he's. Who knows? That guy. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on.
I just picked it up.
Thank you for asking, but he doesn't
Zordarium sent
live in
$3
my
a Jew
head.
lecturing about the importance of America. That's rich.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Now you said you're. What do you go back 9 generations? Is that what you said?
7.
7.
Yeah, which is really unheard of. We came from. We're called Kharkovian Jews, our migration. We came shortly after the Civil War. There was like this terrible massacre that occurred in Ukraine, in the town called Kharkov, which was known for having like the largest library in the entire Eastern Europe. There was a great library of Kharkov, and it was a Jewish city. But then the Jews made like this huge library there for the world, and they destroyed Kharkov. And my family came to America. My mother's side was from Ukraine at the time. My father's side was Lithuanian and Belarusian Jews, really from like Vilna, Ukraine, mostly. I'm sorry, Vilna, Lithuania. My father's side is mostly. And the pogrom was so bad, the Kharkovian pogrom was so bad that it scared Jews all the way up from Lithuania to come to America at the same time. And there was a huge migration across all of Eastern Europe because it was very unsafe for Jews at the time across all of Eastern Europe. So a lot of people left and joined the Ukrainian Jews who were able to escape. And that's when my family came to America. So I love being in the like 1800s American. Like I go to those towns and I'm like,
what would you say is more American, the First Amendment or supporting Israel?
the First Amendment is the most important thing because supporting Israel is exercising your First Amendment right.
Yeah,
good question. Good question.
Like the First Amendment, but I'm trying to think. I've been to Williamsburg. I don't know. Was that actually? Let me see. Were they still dressed up as the like
the
colonial
Hasidic Jews?
No, I mean maybe they do that. I don't know, but it was the old capital of Virginia Colony, and if you go there, they still, of course, they have all the old, a lot of the old buildings and stuff, and then I think they have a reenactment part of the town too, where they dress up like colonial times and all that shit.
The funniest thing that I said, I think, on Tim Pool was that, like, as Americans, we like love reenactment stuff, but when it comes to like the Bible, like the Christians should really look at Jews as like literally biblical reenactment, and then we'll like all just get along fine. You know, like they could just, if you think it's fake, you know, it's just what is written in the Bible. Let it happen. You know, stop spurging out about it. Line for line, what's written in the Bible. That's because they're all afraid of like the rapture and hell, which is a fake story.
Now,
fake news.
What about your predictions for not just the rest of the year, but the near future? Do you have any?
Yeah, do you mind if I fill up my water and I'll sit down and I'll tell you a bunch of them?
Sure, go ahead.
Give me 1 sec.
Go. We're here live with Adam King on the Killstream. We've gotten a lot of support today. The goal mole put us over the top, even though we don't have an official goal today, but it's been very well supported. Powerchat.live/The Ralph Retort, Rumble Rants. If you want to send any TTS in where the guests can hear them, he's been reacting to them all day. Likes, however, are free. So hit like. That is a very easy and free thing you can do. They gave me some ad reads from Westwood One, which I've listened to many times, although no time recently. We'll see. They were kind of a little high dollar. The last high dollar one they didn't actually approve me for, but they've approved me for all the others. So we'll see if they do that. If so, salute to Rumble as well. I guess I could do one that's not, I mean, it's still nice, but it's not. I won't say the number. Here, hold on 1 second. I'll do this last ad read, Adam. You've probably noticed Rumble is growing fast and it's not slowing down. They're building a real alternative to big tech that puts creators first and actually protects free speech. And now there's Rumble Premium, an easy way to upgrade your experience. With Premium, you get ad-free viewing across the platform. No pre-rolls, no interruptions, just the content you came for. Plus, Rumble Premium members unlock exclusive content like bonus videos, behind-the-scenes drops, and more from your favorite creators. Right now, Rumble is offering $10 off an annual subscription. Just go to rumble.com/premium. That's rumble.com/premium and use the promo code STUDIO at checkout. That's rumble.com/premium, promo code STUDIO. No ads, more freedom, and content you actually care about. That's the deal. All right. Now, they won't give me any more anyway. That was all my 3 ad reads for the day. All right, now give me your predictions.
All right, where do you want to start?
Wherever you want. They're your predictions.
Greater Israel is going to include like all the Druze areas of Syria, and then it will be limited and stop. And it may stay that way for a long time. I don't know. We'll see. Probably. We'll see. But Syria is going to make
Zorn
peace with
Dareedem sent
Israel
$3. Adam Green. No more news. Org for the win. See through all this Jewish noise.
All right, now, Greater Israel, it's going to stop with the Druze territory in Syria.
Yeah, probably could possibly stop for a long time, maybe even forever at that point. And then, but then past that, that'll be the actual physical border of Israel. And then past that will be Syria, but the Israel influence will extend
Master 33 sent $1
All right,
on
hold
Rumble.
on.
Hey, Adam. The name's Andrew Semitic. You can call me Andy.
All right.
I'm not a fan. I think you are a bad people
Okay,
poo-poo
all right.
man.
Okay. Thank you for that, Assmaster. I might have to pause him for a sec just so we can get the predictions out.
Dude. Especially for getting low-level comments like that when you have a king in your presence.
Now, well, I like Assmaster. I wanted to get your predictions out there. All right, continue with the predictions, and I'll turn it back on right after.
And then Israel will go as far as taking the entire Sinai Peninsula, and then it will be over. We're going to take all the territory back that we traded for peace, and then it will be over. And potentially in a very good world, America might come and make the Gaza Strip a territory. Be awesome. Be like Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's going great down there. All right.
And then pretty soon after that, you'd start getting like those 2% home loans. You know, from like JP Morgan Chase Gaza City, run by the Jews from America. You want the Jews out of America? American Gaza City is a good idea. But that's funny. I think it would be also cool. And I also think America gets a lot of, in Hebrew, it's called zechut, means like honors. America, it goes to the merits of America. Minus what the public opinion is in the time of need, America does show up and support Israel. And that is really big in the eyes of God. Minus what the godless think, who like misquote the Bible and Simon of Trent everybody. You know, they basically like, this is like, you know, a righteous cause because it's not even about the Jews. It's God is doing this. God wants this. We're at the part of the timeline of history where God comes back to earth and takes a permanent residence in Jerusalem and is administered by his Jews, his priests even, the ones who have like all sorts of very strict laws about things they can and cannot do, stuff that normal people would just not tolerate. There's a reason why they're priests. So, you know, this exists. It's like biblical reenactment, just like Americans love like Williamsburg and Civil War reenactments. And it's like such a part of the culture. Americans love reenactments, you know. The ultimate reenactment is the biblical reenactment. It's like, let's bring it back to the times of the Bible. What does the Bible say the land is?
Now, what other predictions?
So that's going to be Greater Israel. Then it's done. And then Do you want predictions about Israel? Predictions about me? Predictions about the world? Predictions about you?
No, leave me out of it. But what about?
All right. If you insist.
What about? I mean, you can if you want, but yeah, I guess
I don't want. I'm just here. You want me to make some predictions, so like I was just offering different types of predictions.
All right, okay, maybe a couple more on Israel, the world. You can make some predictions on yourself. I won't stop you if you want to make some. About
we're gonna clean the whole land of Israel. The water's gonna be the cleanest it's ever been. The deserts are gonna regrow. The Sinai Peninsula is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be it's gonna be an oasis, a paradise. And we're going to also undam the rivers of Chizkiyahu Melech, Yehuda. You know, I didn't tell you this. I don't even know if you knew, but last Monday, I actually published a book on Amazon.
I didn't know that, no.
I published a book on Amazon, and already by Tuesday, it was... Let me see if it's still trending.
Swan said she wanted to hear predictions about me. She's bad.
My book is #1 on quantum physics, #1 on Torah, and #1 on Kabbalah and mysticism for top new releases on Amazon.
Well, what's
all like before Tim Pool? That was before Tim Pool. So I'll show you guys if you want to see the title.
I mean, you're a guest. Yeah, plug the book.
Here, I'll throw it up on screen. So in my book, I talk a lot about, I make a lot of predictions in my book, much more than I make on your show. But let me just make sure that it's like sanitized and not revealing any information. Yeah. This is my book.
Oh, wait, hold on. The blueprint for Final Awakening. I can't see the other part of it, but
let's see where it
cuts off the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful, don't.
So basically, this is my book. You can find the title. I make lots of predictions, but in chapter 14, I make a very serious prediction about a church in the southern deserts of Israel. And this church is called Mar Saba. And inside this church is a, here you go, I'll throw this up on the board. This is the monastery of Mar Saba. And inside this ancient building is an entrance to an ancient cave system. And at the end of this cave system is a dam on a river, an ancient river. And it goes to a secret dimension. But they have this ritual here at this monastery where they're at the gate to this world. They pile up dead bodies. They stack them high for 1,500 years. It's called an ossuary. And they practice this form of necromancy where they dump the bodies and brick by brick seal up the wall where they have the entrance to the caves. And it's the caves of Chizkiyahu Melech Yehuda. I think it's Hezekiah, they call him. So my chapter 14, one of my predictions is that we will do that. We will. Did you see that monastery? Did it get on the screen?
Yeah, I did show it. Yeah.
So
I was just showing the book.
I want to expose this necromancy cult, you know, and they've even been like pretty much disowned by the Eastern Orthodox Catholics. So it's nothing that offends like any religious groups. You know what I mean? It's just like this weird necromantic cult that not even the Greek Orthodox Church wants to be affiliated with. So one of my predictions is that, God willing, it will be myself, that I outline a part of a ritual to unseal these gates in my book in chapter 14. And I give over the ritual, which is a great secret, a very great secret of the Kabbalah, of just the Torah. It's just such a great secret. The gates of Hiskiyahu, king of Judah, the dams. He dammed the rivers because basically the first destruction of the temple, what happened was this guy Sanherib, at different times in the Bible, foreign kingdoms come and they like end up seeing everything, and they find national secrets, like this kind of thing. So Sanherib knew, this is in the Bible, the first king of Babylon, the one who, and then later Nebuchadnezzar, because Sanherib was from attacking the north first, carried the northern tribes into exile. And then Judah, like they saw that Sanherib wanted to remain in the land and build it and move its kingdom's capital to Jerusalem. So before any war took place, King Hiskiyahu went to this secret world called Tehom. It's the same world where God hovered above the face of the waters of the deep. That's called Tehom. It's a secret place. And so in that place, everything is different there. And in my book, I talk about it. You should all read it. Everybody should buy it. It's like $20. And you could learn the secrets of the Jews. So he basically dams these rivers because he makes the land, he dries the land up. And so one of the things the Messiah comes to do, one of the practical things the Messiah comes to do, is to undam these rivers. And I give over a part of the sequence of the ritual and the prayers on how to unlock these gates in the book. So just in case, something, just let this open secrets. We all got to work on making sure that this happens.
All right, now what do you have prediction wise for me, since Swan goaded me into it?
Dude, total Noahide. This guy will be at the wall in Jerusalem. Oh my God. No, Ethan will for sure visit me in Israel at some point. That's a prediction for Ethan. Get used to it, audience. You got a real Zionist right here. I got him. My Zionist Vigor. You know what a Vigor is?
I know what a Wigger is, but I don't know what a Vigor is.
I call Adam Green my Vigor.
I don't know what
my Viking Igga.
Oh.
What up, Vigor? Yo, go have some pride in your heritage, white people. Go be Vigors again.
What did we not touch on today? I think we pretty much hit it all.
We covered everything. What else took place? The Timcast, a bunch of stuff in between. I got a bunch of stuff coming up. I'm meeting this guy, Daniel Hockey Cockatoo. Do you know him?
No.
I got him coming up in the future. Tyson Hockley and I did a little stream. They reached out to me and they wanted to see if I wanted to debate some people. And I was like, because he's like a 17-year-old kid and everything, in his like parents' house or whatever. That's like real high school, like going into the high schools. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just meet the guy. I did a good show with him. I thought that was really revealing. You guys should all watch it if you like Tyson Hockley. It's just Tyson and myself. It's both on my band. It's not on my band yet. It's on my Rumble, and it's on my X. But I agreed to debate Daniel Hockey Cockatoo. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Hakikachu. Whatever, I'll stop trying, but he'll tell me what it is, how to pronounce it correctly. It's I always wanted to meet him. I've actually been very excited about this. And I don't really want to, I'm so over the age of debates. I feel like I brought on the age of debates with Fuentes King version 1 with grifters like Gavin McInnes and Amalek Zerka and Elijah Schaefer and all those weirdos like tagging along. And then everybody was like starting debates for a while. So I'm pivoting more into the age of discussions. And we could zing each other, whatever, but I'm not into structure anymore. And I think that ended after David Duke. So I want to thank you in the Killstream for that. That was one of the honors of a lifetime, Ethan. Because you did that, I'll be friends with you forever because you did that. That was seriously one of the, I still like all the stuff with the trendy people online and everything like that. I get, you know, everybody's trending on X and whatever, but to have had that opportunity with David Duke, you know, what an honor. Because we were talking about Iran, and I was saying Iran was the paper tiger of my childhood. Like we were grown to fear that like Iran could wipe us out at any moment, you know, and like Iran was defeated in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Ethan, with like minimal blowback. Minimal blowback. Seems like it was pretty much accepted and graciously accepted by the rest of the world, except the complaining America people on the internet who like think because Israel was involved, it had to be a bad thing. The rest of the whole fucking world, like the vast 80% of it, see the opportunity and think that it was a good thing.
Well, I'll let your words sound their own there. There's a couple.
But with Duke was also like a paper tiger of my childhood. I would see him always everywhere. Like it was such like a thing. Like just this guy on TV. Nobody could ever reach him. He's like so far. Like nothing like that ever happened in the history of white power. In the history of white power, nothing like that ever has happened. White nationalism, Aryan Brotherhood, the whole fucking thing, dude. That was like one of the most legendary shows of all time. That one is on my band page. That video I will cherish forever. Every member of my family will watch it. Every one of my descendants. These are like the scary people that you hear about, that the TV tells you are so scary. They try to shock you into belief. And then they fold like that. They fall over, you know? They're not really there. They're being propped up, just like Obama propped up the fought against the Green Revolution, propped up the regime against the Green Revolution. You know, this is like a CIA op. We all know it. It's called the Iran-Contra affair. And it was like a serious op that the CIA did to bring this regime to power in Iran. And Israel is like correcting course against the evil CIA. So it's all good, dude. The future of the Middle East is Israel. The future of the Middle East is like economic ties to Israel, lots of technology, lots of development in oil regions. So much trade is going down in Dubai. That's done forever. The UAE will never give up its relationship with Israel. Saudi Arabia is like chomping on the bits. Saudi Arabia got Jolani to agree to join the peace accords with Israel. You know, there's like things that there's being worked out with the Druze, and then once the Druze is worked out, and Israel will just take that territory, and then Jolani will be in the Abraham Accords, and there'll be peace between Israel and Syria too, and Israel and Lebanon. Right now, Lebanon just made Hezbollah illegal. They're chasing them out of town. The media doesn't want to report why. These are the fuckers that have invaded our southern border. What kind of fake bullshit is this, Ethan? These are the people that have infiltrated our country more than any other terrorist organization. And now they're being chased out of their own country. And people are LARPing because it was Israel that brought it about, that with a bunch of pagers and blew their dicks off. I mean, that's so funny. For the West. For the West. And now they're being chased out. They're out of power. And you know who's coming to power in Lebanon, folks? Christians. You fucking gay-ass LARPers. It's Christians. That's who's going to come to power in Lebanon. And everybody's LARPing on Israel like a bunch of butt-fucking losers. Gay-ass LARPing butt-fucking losers.
All right, now, let me...
That's why they want you to talk about Destiny and weird stuff about him.
Zorndaritum sent $3. Holy shit, the guest's constant Julys are nauseating.
All right, let me... There's a couple more. That one just came in.
Zorndarium sent $3 earlier in 2025. Listening to a Jew, tell us how the anti-Semitic meme of Greater Israel is real and good. Also, pushing Noahidism. Enjoy your slow cook to destruction, Christ cucks.
And then there was...
Yo, slow cookers are the best, though. That's like
a
the
semester
tastiest
33 cent $1 on Rumble. Did you go with Ben Shapiro to lay flowers at Brian Thompson's grave?
Who the fuck is Brian Thompson?
I don't actually know.
What you talking about, Willis?
That one I don't know.
I got this picture of Candace Owens. I swear she looks like what's the guy from what you talking about, Willis? Gary Collins? What's it? Not Gary Coleman. What's his name? Gary Coleman. I got this picture of her where I'm just like, I swear, dude. Do you want to see it? It's
yeah,
really
sure.
Fun. I'm telling you. Let me see if I can find it. I know I have it somewhere because I put it on a shirt.
What do you think of Rabbi Shmuley?
I was like really shocked that he went on Tyson's show to debate Gary the Numbers guy like that, and I thought that like showed a lot about his interest in Tyson. Because I heard that he didn't know anything about Gary the Numbers guy, and
I mean, do you think Shmuley's a good representative? Do you like Shmuley? Like what?
There's some things about him that I like, and there's some things about him that I don't like, and I like that I don't control him, you know, because like I like the fact that like there's other real people in the world doing their own thing. So, but I'd love to do content with him. I wouldn't scream at him like Gary did. I thought that was a waste of space.
Yeah,
and it made Tyson look bad with his jaw dropping and stuff. Because the truth is like, if there's one thing to say about Shmuley, in his favor, because he does like his stunts, whatever. Like, there's always stunts that he does wherever you see him all over the internet as stunts.
Yeah,
but he is extremely scholarly, and he's on that level alone. Like, there is some sort of, you know, he's very well read. He's very well authored. He wrote a ton of books.
Yeah, but
people
he does yell at people though
thing,
himself.
but
like he does that too, though, yelling at people and cutting them off.
You know, his sex book that he had was
Yeah.
really about trying to keep marriages alive. His book, Kosher Sex, is really about how to keep marriages alive. And it's like a weird book. I never read it. I'm not into that kind of stuff. Like try to spice things up in the bedroom with your spouse. That's the context of the book. And it's like things you could do to spice up the bedroom with your spouse. But stay in your marriage and work on your intimacy and you will have a better marriage. Like peace through sex type of a thing with your spouse. That's like the context of the whole book. And the store, like his store, like accompanies his book. And it's like, so like, I don't think he should have done the store. Like, I think his daughter grifted off the success of the book because the book was like an insanely successful book. You know, lots of people read the book, not just Jews, but not lots of non-Jews too. I mean, he sold like an insane amount of copies of the book. So there's also that, you know, like he definitely does. And I really appreciate anybody going out and buying my book because it takes a lot to be an author. And that guy's done it like some absurd amount of times. So he's got a lot to say, and he also knows a lot about Christianity too.
He had a lot to say about Michael Jackson too.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I think like, is this guy just, I hate it when he comes to InfoWars and then just like makes Jews look so retarded on InfoWars. Like he literally said to Alex, "Are you on cocaine? I want some cocaine. You didn't offer me any cocaine. Why didn't I get cocaine?" And I was just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, that's ridiculous.
He knows what he's doing, but yeah, I get that from...
Giga Ninja sent $3. Yeah. Does Moshe condemn the Jewish pedophile that fled back to Israel?
Totally. Pedophilia is an abomination. An absolute abomination. It's disgusting.
Well,
I mean, like, the laws are so young. You can literally be with a girl who's so freaking young. 18 is like a child.
No, wait, hold on. Let's not say
like
it that
anything
way.
Below that is so disrespectful to humanity. It's like, come on. Even 17. It's like, control your dick for 6 months, loser.
I said that
like,
earlier.
I'm not even about kids, too. I'm not even about, like, young girls or anything like that. I just think, like, this, like, obsession with, like, I don't know. It just gets to this point where it's like, you know, like a woman doesn't even really become a woman until she's older. You know what I mean? She grows into being a woman. She like learns how to be a woman over the course of her time. Like, it's just ridiculous. I don't know. There's what to say about youth as well. Youth and inexperience is a beautiful thing with, you know, But like 18 is so young as it is. And so anybody who can't wait till 18, yeah, dude, go to fuck to jail. Like you're already fishing in the kiddie pond.
No,
you know
wait,
what I'm
hold
saying?
on, wait. My girlfriend's 19. So
okay, you passed the test. If you ever dipped below that, you would be like the biggest loser ever. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
18.
Sometimes
Giga
young
Ninja
girls
sent
hit me up
$3.
and they're
What
like,
does
"You're
the Talmud say
most
about
sexy
raping
thing
going
ever."
children?
And like, what do you
The
say?
goal
I get
mole
it.
sent
Might get hit on by a
$3.
young
Perry
girl,
and
and I don't
Jindal
know.
quit
But
the 2016 race
be
early,
smart.
then backed Trump, while Bilzerian voiced support sooner, giving them a 2028 record of loyalty lacking in JD Vance's never Trump past.
Bilzerian,
Can you
Little Bit
repeat
sent
that? I didn't
$3.
hear
Yeah.
it,
Have you
guys.
come around on Moshe Dayan yet, or are toys still coping?
okay, this one's gonna play
The
again.
goal mole sent $3. Early exits. Perry and Jindal endorsed Trump before the convention, and Bilzerian signaled even earlier, contrasting with J.D. Vance, whose anti-Trump pass clouds his 2028 standing.
Okay,
I can
The
answer
goal
that.
mole
Okay.
it's a similar one,
sent
but
$3. Bilzerian, Perry, and Jindal all aligned with Trump long before 2016's convention, leaving a stronger pro-Trump trail for 2028 than J.D. Vance, who once opposed him outright.
So, I'm all about like Bobby Kennedy 2028. I'm calling it now. That was a prediction that I'm saying. You want a prediction, Ethan? Unification of the country through Bobby Kennedy, RFK Jr. And it, like we heal everything, including our relationship with the Kennedys and everything that happened to them. That's the beginning of the full healing with the Kennedys. So I don't know what comes in 2028, but there's all these Bigfoots stomping around saying Gavin Newsom is the essence of our time, as he literally promotes like homosexuality, burning down the cities, like giving the land to China. Like if he's your Aryan hero, why do you think there's no country called Area today? Why do you like? If that's your Aryan leader, he burnt down Aryan, whatever Aryan thing, he burned it to the ground. He offered it to Baal. And then the internet's LARPing about him being, and that's just distraction. Early level distraction to seed the masses off of what Trump is doing and all that he's accomplishing. Let them think about other things going on in the future. And while they do that, they're just doing J.D. Vance, Gavin Newsom. And that's like basically the same thing as saying like Hillary Clinton and and Jeb Bush. Like that's the same level of predictability I see in that.
Kioskman sent $1 on Rumble. Coming in late to this guy's appearance, but I have to ask in case he hasn't addressed this before, how did Sabbatai Zevi ruin Judaism?
Good question. One of the things that Shabtai Tzvi did was he completely abused the Torah. And like a lot of people wanted to believe in
A semester 33
the
sent $1 on Rumble.
all right.
Build your shitty gate temple. We're
Thank
just
you.
gonna sack that shit again.
Now, what did the guy do? Because I actually don't know about this. Thank you, Asma.
what was the question?
The kiosk man one. That one was a comment, the one that just went through. But the Zabtai Savi, is that how you say it?
Shabtai
How did
Tzvi.
he ruin Judaism?
He basically paraded around that he was the Messiah, and then at a certain time
Oh yeah, I
he
did know that guy.
like ended up converting to Islam. And it damaged Judaism a lot, and it also damaged Judaism's relationship to the West a lot. It created a tremendous amount of anti-Semitism from Catholics who saw the weakness in Judaism and exploited it as like kind of like a proof or a triumph that like Catholicism is greater or Jesus is the real Messiah or something like that. And so like my favorite, I give this class on Tuesday nights in the Ramchal, which is this Kabbalist who literally like had to have like all of his books confiscated and destroyed because they were afraid that the Catholics were going to come and kill all the Jews to take them because they were all Kabbalistic. So I teach this class on Tuesdays. You should all come. It's only on Awesome Jew. So next week is actually Israel and the Gentile nations too. That's the subject that we're covering. I'll read you the first line. Just the first line. And then if you want to know what I talk about from the Kabbalah, You got to come to the class on Tuesday night on Awesome Jew. Israel and the nations. One of the deepest concepts of God's providence involves Israel and the other nations. With regard to their basic human characteristics, the two appear exactly alike. From the Torah's viewpoint, however, the two are completely different and are treated as if they belong in two completely different species. We will now delve into this concept, explaining in which way the two are alike, as well as in which way they are different. If you want to hear what this is about, tune in on Torah Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, only on Awesome Jew.
Now, what did we not touch on that you wanted to touch on?
God, I don't know, man. Good music, baseball. We even cover Crimson Tide.
Football season starts tomorrow, actually.
What else is going on? You got any people coming on your show in the future? Any big names?
Yeah, Patrick Howley's coming on tomorrow, and then I'm planning a big birthday show for the 20th because I'm turning 40 years old on September.
40?
September 20th. 40 years old. Yeah.
You're lucky that you have a child.
I have two, actually, yeah.
You're lucky. God bless you.
Thank you.
You should spend your birthday with your children, man. Come to the States.
Well,
maybe we all meet up in San Diego.
I would like to do that. It'll probably be in October because his mother's birthday is 3 days before mine, and we have to.
Yeah. You know, you give a little to get a little in life, my friend.
Yeah,
and you make your life easier wherever you can, because life is difficult.
Yeah, you could call our relationship difficult for sure. That'd be one way to put it. But I'm still blessed beyond belief to have the little guy, and I'm looking forward to seeing him again. But it'll probably be October. But I am in the beginning stages of planning a trip in October. So if we can meet up then, that would be awesome. I'd like to do that. I've tried to meet with you a couple times. I know it's hard.
I know, we tried.
Yeah, so hopefully.
Because we were also going to try to include Green and some other people.
Yeah.
It's nice being on the West Coast. Who else is on the West Coast do you know of? What other streamers and content creators? That's a good topic before we figure this out. I like going long because you usually go for like 10 hours. So I want to give you as much of me as possible.
I appreciate it. Plus,
the Killstream has been so good to me, folks. Honestly, I feel like I love the Killstream. I love coming here. It's been great. I've been trying to come here for like months. Have I not? True. We've been trying to like get it done for months because, you know, after David Duke, it just went crazy. So this is my first interview after Tim Pool, you know, and that was just, you want to know why I like it the best is because it really was just about me. All the other times I went viral where the internet was like being so angry at me, basically like it was from like I debated this person or I did this or that or whatever. You know, like it was cool to just like be that. And Tim wasn't even there. And I just got to be like authentically me. And I was like, 15 million
sent
views.
$3. Happy 40th birthday,
really?
Ethan.
Thank you.
I'm an SD native, by the way.
Thank you. San Diego's beautiful. And I've been out there many times now. And I'll be out there again soon. But yeah, San Diego is absolutely beautiful. I like it better than LA.
There are things that are different about it that are nicer. LA is just a different vibe. Like something's going on there. It's so big and massive.
Well, yeah. I mean, the traffic sucks all over.
I'm north of LA. Like I moved into Ventura County. Ventura County is the best, honestly. And they're all conservative, great gun laws, you know, lots of just America first, American flags everywhere, people who don't go on the internet at all, those kind of people who just like, you know, the rest of the world, the rest of the country. You know, I'll tell you something. I was like on my way.
A semester 33 cent $1 on Rumble. LA stands for Lixass.
All right, you said thank you, Asmaster.
LA stands for the Angels, puta.
You said I know what that means, but you said that you were on your way somewhere. Hold on, you were telling a story though.
I was on my way to do Tim Pool.
Yeah.
And I was like super excited about it because I felt like I was like finally breaking out of like the fringe right weird internet, like this like weird corner of the internet that like I like kind of like felt like I was algorithmically stuck to and never could like even like talk to an audience that just automatically agrees with me. So I had to come in here, places like the Killstream, represent my ideas in controversial ways and just stand by my truth. So like I was excited to go on Tim Pool because I was like, I felt like it was like a big win for me to like be in the mainstream. And as I was on the plane, I sat next to this unbelievable human being. He had the name Malachi. Maybe he wasn't a human, maybe it was an actual angel. But the guy told me that, he was like an NBA agent. And he was like so dialed in with, that's what our conversation was about like the social media sphere. And I thought I was like so cool because he was like representing an NBA agent, and Tim Pool's huge. He did the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? So like, he's like, where are you going to DC? And I was like, I'm going on this show called Timcast IRL. He's like, I never heard of it before. And I was like, but you named all these other influencers like that are in the orbit. And it was just like that the algorithm just completely takes it off of him. Like he doesn't have it. There's so many podcasts in the world and I never heard of it before. And I was like embarrassed actually with myself. I was like, here I thought like I broke free of the fringe and got into the mainstream and nobody even knows who Tim Pool, this guy doesn't even know who Tim Pool is. It's not even like I really broke into the mainstream, but like from my vantage point in the fringe, like that, I'm like, okay, that I could call the center, like a Tim Pool. And like it just showed me that our internet world is fake and the biggest people in our micro bubble, they say micro bubble, it involves millions and millions of people. But it's just like this fringe part of the internet that doesn't really transfer out of this part, like even to other white people, like the grift on Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom doesn't want it.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll play that and then one other super chat. But yeah, you're not wrong about that. I mean, Tim Pool's pretty well known, but you'd be surprised at who doesn't know who. And maybe some people know people bigger than him, people smaller than him. It's just what they're used to watching and what they get served up. And if they don't hear what they watch talk about Tim Pool or talk about other people, they just don't know. And you added to the list of people who have come on the Killstream first before they went on to Tim Pool. There's at least 30 to 50 guests who came on my show first and then went on to Tim Pool. However, I have never been on Tim Pool's show and I don't expect the invite, but he uses the Killstream as like a farm system, whoever does his booking. And I'll take a little bit of pride in that. I'll play this from Assmaster.
Assmaster 33 sent $1 on Rumble. Did this imaginary friend tell you about he who walks behind the rose?
I don't know what that means, but
that sounds like a Boys to Men song, right? As we go to the end of the road.
All right. Now there was.
Okay, hold on.
Let's play Boys to Men.
It's unnatural. You belong to me.
It's unreal how big
I
they were.
belong to you.
All right. It's unreal how big they were when I was growing up.
They were the biggest.
They were.
Little Bit sent $3. Have you come around on Moshe Dayan yet, or are toys still coping?
I'm glad you replayed that one because Moshe Dayan's the greatest traitor burning in hell.
What happened that you didn't
He's
like?
the one who, 1967, the Jews conquered the Temple Mount and all the Arabs left the old city of Jerusalem. And he chased them down as far as Jordan and was like, no, come back. We don't want you to leave. We're not chasing you out of your homes. And like he brought a ton of them back. And they like the problem was solved then. And he fucked it up. And we had the Temple Mount. We had everything. And Moshe Dayan fucked it up. And he sucks, dude.
He had a pretty based eye patch though.
Whatever. Like him and Dan Crenshaw, they could go do their thing. Yeah.
All right, plug your stuff, man. You stay with me 3 hours. I don't want to take advantage of your kindness.
The Adam King Show at on everything at awesome_Jew_ at everything. The Adam King Show store.com for cool merch. Odd Shiloh, the blueprint for the final awakening on Amazon. Keep it at #1. Go buy it. Hear all my thoughts. I'll tell you what, if you get 5 people to come on and read the book, 5 people in the comment. Even Flyboy James, who gives whatever his name is, gives $1 at a comment. If he reads the book, I'll come back and I'll do a special on my book on your show. And with your audience, we could talk about every single concept. And I'm only saying 5. I think you should have a lot more than 5, man. But
do I count as one of the people? Maybe I could get a review copy since I'm in the media, or I could just pay for it.
You should pay for it.
I should pay for it. You paid for your appearance here today.
You know who bought my book?
Oh,
my parents.
That's real love right there. All right, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming on today.
I have a lot of fun on the Killstream all the time. Thank you for having me. We'll do it again soon.
All right, bye-bye. Adam King, live on the Killstream.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know, Half Hair, I think he would be down to take calls, actually.
Thank you for watching this clip. This is the CACA. Remember to like and subscribe.